I forgot to zoom Vivi in. Oh my gosh, she was
my
tiny. She was so tiny. I forgot because she changed her outfit. Oh my god.
I'm tiny and cold now.
No. Canonical Vivi height. No, she's taller than me, guys.
I'm taller.
She's
taller.
Isn't she? Aren't you 6 feet? VTuber
Yeah, I'm
height?
6 feet.
Yeah,
I'm
so you'd be like
tall.
this.
Yeah, I'm like way up.
So tall. I'm my hat just makes me look tall. I'm average height. I'm average height.
Yeah, that's what witches do. They wear big hats.
Yeah, and sometimes high heels. You know. So
Yep.
Sometimes we need a little bit of a boost. Sorry, I'm a bad host and I didn't realize my chat would be like on top of you, so.
No, that's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. They can get like a little bit of a feel.
All right. Hello, bunkmates. Hello, Cub Coven. Welcome to Bewitching Banter, the show where I draw your favorite streamers while we have a charming conversation. My name is Bear the Witch. You might have known me previously as It's Bear VT. I am a magical art witch VTuber with, I don't even know. Let me color your world. I forgot my intro. I recently graduated from art school, so now I'm giving the streaming thing a shot. Just a reminder, my focus today is on being a good host and making the art as best it can be, so I won't be able to respond to chat as much as you guys might be used to, but with that out of the way, I am here with...
VB, Vividly VB. Hello, it's lovely to see you all. I am radioactive Australian VTuber, and I do whatever the fuck I want. And thank you, Quasi, for gifting me a sub. Too rare. Just now.
Yippee! My alert sounds are all broken. I'm so professional, guys.
Professional.
I'm so professional. Could turn Vivi up. I think I cranked her volume all the way. Let me see.
I hear that I might have Discord problems. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
I don't know how much more I can turn myself up.
I think you are probably... I have you at 100. I can just crank you to 200 and hope that I don't blow their eardrums out with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually, like, make myself any louder than this on my end.
I think it's fine. I'm just loud, so... And also, Vivi just woke up, guys. I'm giving you morning voice, Vivi. You're welcome, bunkmates.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Although it was still a very nice morning because I got to have that beautiful moment of like, hey, are we starting in 20 minutes? And you're like, no, we're starting in an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm like, happy fucking birthday to me. Head to the pillow.
I was like, go back to bed. Go back to bed, Vivi. You have an hour. I'm eating my Taco Bell. I spent $20 on Taco Bell like an idiot dumbass today. I should not have...
like a king. Beautiful.
No, it's because
I want to spend $20 on Taco Bell.
I had to DoorDash it because I can't leave my dog because he's old and crotchety. And I was like, I really want Taco Bell. And I got it.
What did you get?
I tried a cheesy gordita to crunch for the first time. And I got a soft taco and I got nacho fry. And Baja Blast freeze.
I'm hearing a severe lack of Crunchwrap Supreme.
You know, it was because it was on like in a box, like because it's cheaper. I normally do get a Crunchwrap, but it was like way more expensive to get a Crunchwrap, which is so sad and silly.
I highly I see somebody asking, what do we recommend? I recommend Crunchwrap. I've only had Taco Bell 4 times in my life, maybe 5. They're quite rare in Australia. I'm assuming they're more common over there.
They're so common here. They're like, do you know about like the missions in California? Like
the Mission?
So
Is that also a brand?
So for some context, I'm born and raised in Southern California. And so we learn like in elementary school and history class, like when the Spanish came and settled like in SoCal, they built these things called the missions. So like every mile or so, people could walk, like be traveling on foot, and they could go and they could stay and like sleep overnight. And like it was a way for like, and it was also like a church and stuff. So I like to make the joke that like the modern day mission is like McDonald's and Taco Bell, because like what do you do when you're on a road trip and you have to pee? You go to McDonald's.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Like the McDonald's is like peppered along the landscape. You can depend on a McDonald's being there.
Yeah, I have a designated pee Starbucks as well. Like on my, when I would commute to class, like that was my designated pee Starbucks. That's what I would call it.
I feel like I've had those before where it's like, this is one of those locations where I'm just comfortable to like run in here, not buy anything, go pee, and then continue on my way. I think I've had those before. Or at least back when I lived in like Nui.
Yeah, Chad is listing things that I don't have. Sorry, guys. I don't have sheets. I don't have Loves. Like, well, actually, Loves is like a cross-country thing. It's a very American, like, truck stop. You can, like, shower. And they have really nice bathrooms. It's kind of crazy.
Really nice bathroom, as you say.
Well, nice enough for, like where you go in and you're like, dang, this is pretty solid, you know?
Okay.
Like, that's pretty good for, like, the middle of ass nowhere in the United States. Because I'd rather not pee in a gas station bathroom. I would rather like catch myself on fire, to be honest. Like I don't
know the last time I've actually used a gas station bathroom, because like those are like petrol stations here. Typically, I don't think that the people that I have been in a car with who travel long distances like pee there. They always wait for a McDonald's. We always wait for a Macca's.
I also do that. I'm not willing. I feel like I'm gonna like contract some kind of like flesh-eating bacteria if I like try to pee on the toilet in the gas station. Also, we're off to a great start. We're already talking about bathrooms. Let's go.
Yeah, but I was talking about bathrooms last night on stream. I was talking about which restaurants are most likely to have what kinds of drugs. I was like, which one do you reckon is the most likely to have cocaine?
Not
like,
Taco Bell.
I don't know why.
Not
Taco Bell.
I feel like Taco Bell is a crack facility. Like, they're not refined enough for cocaine at Taco Bell. Just crack. Or just weed. Crack. It's weed or crack at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell gives fent vibes. See, I don't know about that in like Australia. I feel like Australia,
you can get like fent in your crack, bro. It's 2 for 1 in the US. We are really good at that here.
The magic of public bathrooms.
Oh God.
Actually, friend Poochie sent a picture of a public bathroom recently to the group chat, being like, "Oh, somebody drew a gold ship here," and it's like gold ship from Uma Musume. And it was really cute. It was very cute graffiti. I was like, "Aw, like somebody like scribbled a gold ship while they shit." And the funny knee jerk that I had is I'm like, I miss scribbling on the wall in the bathroom when I was like in school. That never happens anymore. Like there's never any opportunity to graffito. Like I'm always in a rush or I don't have a pen with me.
Also, like,
or it's pristine and I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Like, it has to already have a lot of graffiti.
Yeah, it's like the mob mentality of like, I'm not going to be the one to start this. I don't think I've ever done that.
Really? You've never added to a big wall of graffiti?
No. Teenage Bear had shame issues that we're still working through. So I was like, I was like too nervous. I was like, what if somebody finds out? And yeah, guys.
That's really sweet there.
Guys, you have to print out this sketch. What Hunter's saying, in honor of this tonight's sketches efficient a bathroom wall. Guys, I'm going to post this on Twitter. Bunkmates, you have to print this out and paste this on a bathroom wall somewhere.
I think, so I've only done one VV graffiti somewhere where it's like allowed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say where because it would dox the location, but basically they provided pens. So it was very allowed. Like they were like, oh, feel free to draw on the wall. And so I drew the VV smiley face because that's like the easiest thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do recommend that. Like it's good having something very simple, like a quick tag to add to a wall when you have the opportunity.
Yeah, I know somebody. I don't know if you know Briette Cookie Box.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
She had a chatter make, I think it was branded. It wasn't branded urinal cakes, was it? It was like something they put in the bathroom at Home Depot or Lowe's or something, and it was like a QR code to her stream. And some people actually like showed up in her stream and were like, I found this in the bathroom.
That's crazy. But I love that.
I know, it was so funny.
Awesome.
I was like, how do we do something like this without like, you know, stealing her flow? Because that's like so funny.
That is so funny. I love that
flow. Piss.
Back to bathrooms. Did we ever leave?
No.
No, but that is some interesting, what would you call that? Guerrilla marketing?
Yeah, I'd say guerrilla marketing. Oh God, you know what that reminds me of actually?
Yeah.
Who's old enough to remember Coney 2012?
Oh, I was like 1 foot out of that. So 2012 is when I mentally like checked out, because 2011 I couldn't find a job, and 2012 is when I got into retail. So like that was already when I was no longer as like aware of the public space.
Yeah.
Was he like a warlord or a dictator or something?
I think he was like I don't know, warlord, I think, but it was more so like from what I know, like, don't quote me on this, please do your own research, chat. From what I know, a lot of it was like vastly, like there was some misinformation in there.
Okay.
And I don't think it was fully truthful. And yeah, the guy who made like the marketing for it, like had a mental breakdown.
Really?
Yeah. And like was like streaking in a residential neighborhood. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. But like, if you think about it, like, I don't know if you remember the video. They were just like, put up posters everywhere. I don't think that's gonna stop a warlord.
That's not gonna stop a warlord. And also, like, I'm gonna say that, like, okay, I know I just talked about how much I love like graffito, but like, you can get fined for putting posters up. Like, the everyday person, it kind of sucks. There's so much that you can get in trouble for and have to foot a financial bill for. Like,
yeah.
I want to be able to like make a difference, but also I am scared. I don't want to get into legal problems. So that is something that I try and avoid.
Yeah. There's so much like, I don't know, people like film each other so much now as well.
Yeah, there's that too. There is that too.
Like, there was a lot less of it back then, even though we had iPhones, but like now
because like the phones were crappier.
Yeah, and also we didn't have TikTok back then either. Everybody posts things on TikTok. Like, I saw a TikTok like today actually where there was somebody standing on like, you know what? There's like at the airport they have these like moving walkways. For you to like stand or walk faster on. And they like filmed 2 people from the back who were standing, and they were like, who stands on these walkways? What's wrong with these people? And it's like, you could have just like been normal and been like, hey, excuse me, could you like maybe move out of the way?
Yeah.
Like, like, why are we filming people instead of talking to them?
It's bad. It's bad. Like, there's a lot of that. That's one of the reasons why I'm a little bit like, okay, there's multiple reasons why I don't want to go to a gym. And one of it is because gyms can be a little bit like pushy with like subscription stuff. And like, I had a bad experience once I had like a gym person come by to advertise their gym. I expressed the most minor of interest and they called me for 3 years. They were like, and that's kind of scared me off of gyms, because like after the final call, they were like, can I take your name off the list? And it's like, yes, please. I've wanted you to take my name off the list for years now. Please stop calling me. I'm not going to join your gym.
That's
3
so
years.
crazy. 3 years is like, that's, oh my God.
Because they came into our workplace and they like kind of like tried to like canvass us a little bit to be like, hey, we're opening up a gym. Would you join? And like they wouldn't leave without phone numbers. And I'm like, oh my fucking, okay, fine. You can have the phone. I almost changed my number. I was like, no, this is
Oh.
no. So like I really don't want to join like a gym because I feel like if I actually joined, it would be even harder to get out. But I recently saw like there's like so many shorts of like people filming each other at the gym. Like either to be rude or to be aggressive or like, what are you looking at? And it's like, oh my God, like if I make eye contact with somebody in a gym, they might like be like, bitch, what are you looking at? Like I'm not built like that. I can't handle that. I cannot handle that confrontation.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time, like at least in my experience, I went to the gym quite a bit, like before like my last 2 years of college. People usually mind their own business, but like I feel like it only takes one asshole to like ruin it. Because going to the gym, like if you're not used to it, is already kind of scary as well. So it doesn't help that like people could be filming you, like learning how to use a machine or something. It's like, fuck off. Oh my God.
It's like, look at this old lady trying to learn LOL.
We gotta make a VTuber only gym. Only VTubers can go, and then nobody can ever see us.
Holy crap. Sorry, I finally signed up for the gym and then it burned down. It happened.
What?
That is hilarious. What? Like, as long as nobody got hurt, but like holy crap.
Is that like a sign or like an omen? Like, what does this mean?
I feel like that's a little bit of an omen, right?
Yeah, that's insane, actually. What the hell?
It's like, try to go to the gym, burn down.
Also, like, people are gross at the gym. Like, I don't want to touch somebody's butt sweat on the machine. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. What's that, like, because I always say, like, you gotta wipe down the machine. So that's, like, a literal thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to have, like, a towel and you gotta wipe it down.
Yeah, most of the time, like, I mean, there's just... I wipe down my machine. But, like, usually when I've, like, gone to go use a machine after, like, it's usually, like, a middle-aged guy. They just, like, don't wipe it down. I'm like, dude, this is so disgusting. Like, what is wrong with you? Ah!
The last time I went to a gym, I was in high school. And, like, they would just take us for, like, PE. And, like, the whole class of us would get to, like, use the gym facilities and whatnot. And I remember that being fun. I remember that being enjoyable. But that was because, like, all the classmates were there. But it's funny, I think I brought that up and people were like, what are you talking about? That sounds like a nightmare because then you're surrounded by people you know and they're watching you work out. Like, it's way better when you just, like, go on your own. But I don't know. I feel like I can never, like, just sort of exercise on my own. I feel like I need at least somebody with me or otherwise I'm just like, I can stop whenever I want and I want to stop right now. Like, I cannot hold myself to exercising. Like,
yeah, I think if you have a buddy, it keeps you accountable.
Yeah, accountable. That's it. Because, like, if it's up to me, I will choose going to, like, stop working out and go eat a cookie. Like,
it's also more fun with somebody else, too, I think. I don't know. I want to go back, but also I don't want to. My least favorite thing is, like, waiting for weights.
Waiting for weights?
Yeah, because, like, people don't put them back. And, like, or, like, somebody's using a plate or somebody's using a machine, I'm waiting, and then they, like, don't put the weight back in the right place. And then I'm like, okay, well, how do I use this if there's no weight for me to put on this because you've moved it all the way across the gym? Yes, I was a gym rat. I want to get back into it, but I've been trying to, like, fix my life in other ways before I do that. Yeah, exactly. Just put it back after you're done. Like, it's not that hard.
The only machines I remember really liking were like treadmills because like walking and running was fun. And before I moved, I had a treadmill, but that was one of the items that I left behind in the divorce along with the fridge because like big bulky stuff I just did
I
not
mean,
wanna
moving a
have to
treadmill
transport.
sounds awful, so I
It is.
understand.
I was like, you can keep this. Besides, I'm moving to a walkable city. I'll just walk outside.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Treadmills are fairly cheap though, but it depends if you want like a nice one or not.
They're also walking pads, but I'm afraid they're gonna catch on fire or something. I don't know.
Oh, I did want to get a walking pad because so like I remember in like 2021, I think it was, watching there were VTubers who did walking streams where they would have, you know, those videos of like walking around in Japan.
Mm.
Yeah, they do those, but then they'd have like a walking pad. They'd have like a little walking treadmill under their desk and they would like walk with it, which I thought was like super cute because it's like, oh yeah, we'll walk and we'll also like look at like the Japan videos and stuff. So it's like we're walking.
That's so cute.
It was super cute. And there were also a couple who had like bikes and would do a similar thing, but with like the what do you call them? It's like the standing, like the bike. It's not an actual bike.
Exercise bike.
Peloton. There you
Peloton.
go. We've been literally talking about exercise. And I'm like, what's the word for when you're like trying to work out? And I always thought those were really cute too. But you've got to then have somewhere to put the exercise bike. And I don't want to give up my cupboard space for that.
Yeah, that is so fair. I have a question that I thought was kind of interesting from one of the chatters because we were talking about high school kind of briefly. I gotta find it because
sure.
Everybody submitted questions like late, and now I'm like, oh, okay. So this is from Donut Bro actually. Vivi, do you think Teen You would have been pals with Teen Bear, like if we were the same age? Because I know about your teenage years because I feel like it comes up. I don't know if I've ever told you about what I was like in high school at all.
We'll have to lay it all out on the table.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go first?
Yeah. I wanted to see if you can guess what genre of high schooler I was. You know, because like everybody had their little groups. Didn't you
like Homestuck?
I did like Homestuck, yes.
Okay. So you liked Homestuck. I'm gonna guess you still liked art.
Mm-hmm.
Did you doodle in class?
A bit, yeah. Yeah, I did.
A bit?
Yeah. But I did observational drawings during class. Like I'd draw my classmates and stuff like that.
That would be interesting. Okay. I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to think what questions to ask. What classes did you like?
I liked humanities. I liked art. I liked really anything but math. Like I did, but I would always do my work. Like I was always on task. Like I was one of the students that, like I would be assigned to people to like help them with their work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the questions to ask here because I got along with people for the most part. But I don't know how to word this. Were you surrounded by other girls?
No, actually.
Okay.
I had female friends, but I had a lot of male friends too.
I was scared off by the big groups of girls because I got bullied.
Oh, no.
So, by the way, this is not like any big group of any gender I would get a little bit nervous about. It had to be like a small group of kind of like mixed students.
I do think though, like teenage girls are like
they're brutal.
They're really scary, and I'm still kind of scared of them now, and I'm an adult woman. So like I think that's so valid.
Like I've talked about this before. But like teenage guy bullying typically will reach like it still sucks. We're not gonna say that it's not. But like it will culminate into like a big fight, like a fist fight or something.
Yeah,
Usually
it'll be like
it gets
more
physical,
physical.
and then that's kind of it. Like it's like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, you stay out of my way, I stay out of your way, whatever. Or and like maybe they'll like call you names or something, but that's
Yeah.
kind of it. Girls will ruin your life. Girls will have like an online campaign about
Yeah.
how you should be deported from the country, or like that you smell bad, or just online. Like I'm really glad that I was in high school before online social media was as entrenched as it is now.
Mhm.
Because like MySpace was a thing and Facebook started being a thing around the time I was graduating. But it wasn't like not everybody used it. Not everybody used it as much, you know?
Mhm.
But like definitely like they were way scarier, like way more intense and like ruin your life kind of bullying rather than just like if I see you I'm gonna punch you
I'm
butt,
gonna
that
beat
kind
you
of
up
thing.
at lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was a little bit nervy. I'm trying to think. Uh so like teenage Vivi, there were only a few things that she really cared about. One was like her 6 different crushes because I would bound out of bed being like, "Oh my god, I have a class with this guy today. Oh my god, I have class with Nathan today. I have class with the dean today." And I'd get like really excited depending on what day it was because, you know, I get to stare at some particular guy. And that was pretty much what I enjoyed about high school back then. Um I liked anime, but that wasn't really something I feel like even if I told somebody everything that I liked in high school, becoming friends with me would be a task because I had massive trust issues. Like you could drop out of the sky and be perfect and I'd be like something's up with this. Yep.
This is fake news. It's not
this
real.
is this is some kind of scam. They're gonna dump the Nickelodeon slime on my head or something. Like I just was very nervous. um but otherwise, like I was fairly quiet. I was a fairly quiet like I was not loud or boisterous in high
Mm.
school at all. So a lot of people, when I tell them that, they're like, "But you're loud and you laugh so much as like a VTuber." I'm like, "Yeah, that's new." Like I act like I do when I'm around my family, like when I'm comfortable. School was very different.
Yeah, school is also like when you're a teenager, like there's like I don't know, there are a million different like you wake up at 6 in the morning and you have to go be social with people your age. Like what the fuck?
Mhm.
That's awful. Like
Mhm. Yeah. It's crazy. Like I woke up at 6 every morning to straighten my hair. How did I do
yeah,
that?
I know. I think
Like,
about like I would wake up at 6 a.m. and I would be like I would drink coffee and I wouldn't eat breakfast and I'd go to math class and I'd be like, I want
yeah,
to
no
jump off a
breakfast.
bridge, man. Like this sucks so bad.
No, I remember that because like I'd drag out of bed, I'd immediately pull myself out of bed, turn on my hair straightener, do makeup, straighten my hair, get dressed to the bus stop. I would buy a can of energy drink because I hated coffee. And no breakfast. Like I would
Yep.
also tank the morning with no breakfast and just be like super pissy and not know why. And I wouldn't eat until like either we had recess and we had lunch. So we actually had 2 recesses. You'd have a 15-minute break, a 30-minute break in the middle of the day, and then a 15-minute break at the very end
Yeah,
of the
we had
day
that too, actually.
Yeah. And I remember usually I'd get something small in the first recess. Or I would wait until lunch. And I actually every day would buy a carton of chocolate milk every day.
Oh my god, did the boys ever like blow up the milk carton and like jump on it really hard to like make a super loud
noise? Of course. Like nobody bullied me by taking that away from me, but like that's something that would happen. Like they'd like blow into the straw and then jump on it real hard. Yeah. And what else? I did that, made a louder noise because I was a big guy. One of my fond memories was actually we went and bought like candy bars like across the park and then came back to school. And it was a blistering hot day, and a friend left the candy bars in his backpack. And then at the very final recess, he was like, "Oh man, I forgot about the candy bars." And I can't remember what it was. The wrapper was like blue and red, and I think it had like nuts in it. And he was like, "It's full liquid." Like he picked up the package.
Oh, God.
And it was just full. It was like one of those laundry softening, like, I think it was a Crunch bar. And it was like laundry, like softening, like fabric softener in like one of those things. And it was so crazy to hold it because it was just liquid in there. And he was like, "Do you dare me to jump on it?" And we were all like, yeah, do it, pussy, do it. And he jumped on it, and it fucking exploded all up his legs, all up his trousers, up the very front of like his polo. And we had white polos, by the way. So it looked like he had like somebody had like projectile shitted from like his toes up to his midsection.
This is
and
the most high school thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God.
And we were either, I think we were like 11th or 12th grade, and he looked down and he laughed. He went, "I'm going home." And he just fucking left. He didn't go to the final class of the day.
That's
he
so
just fucking
funny.
went home.
I mean, if you're a senior in high school, like I had really chill teachers in senior year. And I think if you were like, I would have said like, "I'm a dumbass and I jumped on this. I'm going home." They'd be like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Like, just get the fuck out of my class. I don't want to clean this up later. Like,
yeah. No, I skipped a couple of times, and it would usually be like you'd skip like the very last class and you'd just hang out at like the local shopping mall and be like, "Oh yeah, I ended early. It's fine." I only skipped an entire day once, like a full day of like school, and I just like stayed home with the boyfriend who and it was funny because like my dad came home and we had to like be quiet for a little bit, like
God, I remember. I remember. Oh man, I had a boyfriend in high school too for a long time, and I don't miss that. I really don't. And my parents' house, the walls are so freaking thin, so there was no getting away with anything at all at my parents' place ever.
God, thin wall experiences, so terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But in high school, I don't know if anybody I don't know if I come across this way now, but in high school I was like, I was less confident actually. But I was kind of like that one person who was friends with everybody. Like I kind of like jumped around between like the nerds, the quieter kids, the popular kids. Like I was friends with like literally everybody in high school.
You were a social butterfly. Okay, I feel like I could get along with you then. Like,
yeah.
Although we would have to be the same age. I forgot to bring this up, but like when I was in high school, like nobody was friends like between grades. It was really weird. But like,
oh really?
Yeah. You had to be in the same grade. You were seen as super weird if you hung out with like a younger grade or an older grade.
Interesting.
I think older grade you were seen as a bit cooler because like it meant that older kids like
thought you were cool or whatever.
Yeah,
I hung out with older kids too. That's funny.
But like that was very rare. I don't think there were actually like anybody in my grade that actually got that pass. I think that everybody in my grade kind of stayed. And the only people who hung out with like younger grades were trying to date younger grades and were kind of like
gross.
skeevy gross guys.
Yeah. It's always the like senior guy like trying to date the freshman girl. It's like, okay, buddy, like we understand why you can't find anybody your age.
Yeah, we had one of those. And it was sort of like, and the thing is, like, he fronted like he was like really tough and like really cool. And it's sort of like, okay, dude, you asked out literally everybody in the grade. And then you started going for the younger grade.
I mean, oh man.
He was a jerk, which is why people would say no. Like,
yeah.
He wasn't even like unattractive. He was just really a dickhead. So
yeah, I mean, golden rule, don't be a dickhead and somebody will probably want to date you. This is usually how it goes. So
it's hard to be that much of a dickhead in Australia too, because everyone's kind of a little bit of a dickhead. I'm just saying. Like, it's Australia, all right? Like, we're all kind of a little bit like sassy pieces of shit.
Mhm.
So like, if people are like, "Oi, you're a dick," you've done something wrong.
Well, that, and also I feel like there's a unseriousness to the sassiness. Like, I feel like it's never serious, but if you're like being serious, it's like, whoa, okay, like it's not that fun anymore, you know?
Exactly. But yeah, so I think we could. You know what? To finally answer the question, I reckon we could. If you were like the social butterfly type, yes, because I was a little bit like the quiet nerd type. Although I don't want to say nerd because that implies like that I was like really smart, and I wasn't. I was like very middle of the road average, and then final year happened. I developed full anxiety and I kind of bombed my test. So like I did not do well.
Yeah,
it's fine. It all worked out.
It's funny because like I say this a lot to people to like kind of give them a picture of like my nerd emoji otaku power level. I became like an anime fan like right before it started being actually socially acceptable. I had like a good 3 years of like, you know, before Attack on Titan and SAO became a thing, and everybody was like, wait, this anime thing's not that bad actually. So I was like ahead of the curve on like anime and stuff, and people who bullied me in middle school came back around in high school, and they were like, "Oh, I actually really like this show now." And I was like, "Fuck off, man! I told you, like, I told you, man! I told you it was good." But if you looked at me, like, I mean, it's not even now, like. I think if you look at me, you'd be like, she's not a VTuber. She is like, probably doesn't know what anime is. And that was true for high school as well. Like you could probably look at me and be like, oh, she probably hangs out with like the normies, like the normie girls or whatever. I was on Tumblr. I was a Homestuck fan. I was like, there was no fixing me.
Hidden power level.
Yeah. I had a hidden power level.
So I remember, I've talked about this on stream, but when I was in primary school, so when I was a kid, so I'm fully open about my age. I was born in 1992. I was in kindergarten in 1998, and then I graduated high school in 2010. So when I was in primary school, late 90s, early 2000s, I remember when video games were considered like a loser thing to do with your free time. Like, I remember people being like, "Oh, what are you gonna do this weekend? Are you gonna like play games? Are you like?" It's like, "Oh, you're gonna stay home. You're gonna play video games." Like, it was considered like a dorky loser thing to do. Like, the cool thing to do was sports. If you played sports, you were awesome. Like, if you didn't play sports as like a kid, we're talking like as a kid, by the way. So like before the age of 12, all the cool kids in primary school played sports. I did not. I was not good at sports, and people didn't want me on their team because in the middle of games, I would like squat down and play with the grass or look for bugs. Like I got really bored. Like if I was near a tree, I was out of there because I would immediately start looking for beetles.
That's so cute.
I didn't care about sports. I didn't care about them. The only games that I liked was dodgeball and soccer, and I only liked soccer if I got to be goalie. That was it. Those are the only two games. And like again, goalie was so I could look for bugs.
Oh my god.
So we'll get that ADHD diagnosis one of these days. Anyway, so I had friends in primary school who liked video games. It was a very small, close-knit group of friends, and we had like Final Fantasy and Spyro and those kinds of games. Around the time started getting into high school is when Xbox started becoming more like prevalent, and Halo started like kicking off, and more guys were playing Halo, more guys were playing stuff. Oh, by the way, and also if you played PC, like computer games, you were like super nerd.
That was me. I was I was like the only one playing PC games. Like I played Minecraft before it was like actually popular. I've been playing World of Warcraft since I was 10. And like,
oh my goodness.
And like, I knew nobody who played World of Warcraft back then.
Because I remember back then, like you were considered kind of a loser for like spending your time playing video games. Video games were only cool if you were playing them with friends. Like if it was like a multiplayer thing and you did it for like, I don't know, like an hour or something.
Yeah.
I remember Nintendo being popular, like consoles where it was common to have multiple controllers. If you had like a PlayStation, you weren't as likely to have multiple controllers for some reason. It was more of like a solo
Weren't they more
experience for some
expensive?
reason. They were. I think they were more expensive. But if you were a PC gamer, I remember people bullying for wanting to play PC games because PC stuff was computer stuff and computer stuff was considered like dorky. And I remember like because we had computer class learning how to use computers, yeah? And literally one of the things that they taught us how to do is how to play like certain games. We played Age of Empires on school time. Like they had a certain amount of like CDs and they were like, okay, so like here's this, and like learning how to operate the mouse, learning how to type with the keyboard, learning how to interact with UI and stuff like that. Like literally we would play these games in primary school. So like it was fun, but like kids would take that and be like, that's shit that you do in class.
Yeah.
That's nerdy stuff. That's not what you do in your free time. That's what you do if you're like a huge nerd. And it took a while for that to go away. Like, you know, playing computer games was considered like a nerdy thing until maybe high school.
I think it was a nerdy thing until like Minecraft YouTubers started becoming popular. I'm trying to think what was like the first like really popular. Farmville?
Oh, that was the Facebook thing. We were talking about that last night on my stream.
Was it Farmville?
Yeah. Farmville was the Facebook one. It was in part of the Facebook client, and like you had like plots and animals and people could come and water your shit.
Was that like the first like normie PC game? I don't know. Maybe The Sim. I don't know. Would be considered like a more socially acceptable PC game besides like Minecraft or The Sims. Maybe
The Sims was popular. We were talking about this. It was a kind of a mom-core game. My mom played The Sims. My family loved The Sims. SimCity, Roller Coaster Tycoon. There were popular PC games that people played, but there was still like. I don't know when the line happened, because, like...
Quake is not... It was never cool. Quake is cool now to me, but it was never cool to, like, the larger populace. Like, Quake is sick as hell, but...
Quake... The only memory I have of Quake is when I was in high school, I had to do a home ec project of making pillowcases and then screen printing something on it, and I got partnered up with a guy who screen printed the logo for Quake on his pillowcase. And that's the only memory I have about Quake. And people were like, what's that? He was like, oh, it's Quake. It's awesome.
I mean, it is awesome,
and he was my brother-in-law for a long time.
Oh, wow. That's really funny.
But yeah, like, PC gaming definitely... It got popular at some point, but I don't know what it was. That,
I'm like trying to think of what it exactly was that like kind of broke that stigma. Because like, yeah, Club Penguin was popular, but that was a kid's game. Like you're not playing a high school. Well, maybe a high schooler was playing Club Penguin.
I think
but
Call
like
of Duty was a big one for like the guys.
Halo wasn't on PC until the Master Chief Collection. No, Halo Wars was on PC, but that was like
wasn't the first Halo on PC?
Was it? I don't know. I don't know.
PC. I thought it was.
Oh, well,
Halo. Yeah.
Was it?
First Halo was on PC.
But I don't think that was cool, though. Like, that wasn't cool.
It kicked off. I remember most of the guys in high school loved Halo. At Halo was so fun fact. I used to just not like Halo because guys would just not shut up about it. They would just talk about it all the time. So like 13 or 14-year-old Vivi was like, "Oh my god, they're talking about Halo again." It's fine. Like it's whatever. Like, it's a space thing, so
Also,
I'm not like super into
for
it.
context,
But...
sorry, my brain is like I was only cognizant of PC gaming past like 2005.
Okay.
So I also didn't own an Xbox, so I was totally like, I didn't know about Halo on PC. All my friends were playing Halo on Xbox. So it was like cool on console.
Right.
But, yeah. But I'm trying to think of normie PC games, not Halo.
Carol just mentioned Skyrim. Skyrim came out in 2011, so I had already graduated at that point. So I didn't get to see the social turnover of Skyrim in like a school setting. Like I was already an adult at that point. Well, you know, society's idea of an adult. I was 19, which is not an adult, but
no,
in my opinion,
you think you're an adult when you're 19, but
you think you're an adult, but you're still baby. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I remember. The point is, I remember when games were considered not cool. Like, they were considered very, very lame to spend your time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that with anime as well. I got bullied for watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Which, it was a kid's show. And
it aired on American TV too, yeah.
Yeah, and
kids,
I still remember a girl coming up to me and being like, "You like Yu-Gi-Oh, don't you, Vivi?" And the other girl's like giggling behind her. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, so like, do you play the game? Like, do you like play the card game? And I'm like, I have the cards, yeah. And then more giggling erupts. And then it's just like, yeah, it's like, so do you like watch the anime? I heard you write fan fiction. And like more giggling. And then I'm like, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me.
Also, why do they know what fan fiction is if they think it's lame? Just saying.
It was a lot. And the thing is, like, I was a dog. I was a dweeb. But I had the fan fiction printed out in a book.
Oh.
And I had brought it to school once. And that's how they found out about it. And so they were like, can we read it? Can we see it? I'm like, no, leave me alone. Oh, okay. That's why.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, I'm trying to think.
You printed it? I did.
I'm trying to think of like the most cringe thing I did. I was more cringe in middle school than I was in high school. I had like a year-long weeb phase in 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And it stopped there. Like the cringy kind of weeb phase, you know? The one that I fear has died out a little bit. What did I do? I'm trying to think. I don't think I did anything that bad. I did dress up as Hatsune Miku for Halloween.
Oh.
Before anybody knew who that was.
Wow, okay, yeah. That would be something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how much I revealed my power level in that way. Like, people knew I was a bit of a dog. But I don't think I ever dressed up as a character.
I mean,
what was the wig like?
Not good, I'll tell you that. I actually no, I wore Homestuck cosplay to school one time. That's probably the worst thing I ever did.
Oh, did you
it was
go
on
like
Halloween.
Full gray?
Yeah, it was full gray, and I was on Halloween. In my defense, it was on Halloween. My hands are up. Like, actually, you can't see me. My hands are up. My hands are up. It was when Homestuck was popular. Guys, don't kill me. I sealed my face paint. I didn't use Sharpies. I promise. I promise.
Oh my goodness. Goodness.
Yeah, I wore. Oh, and my boyfriend at the time matched with me too.
What characters were you?
So if any of you have read Homestuck, this is gonna be really funny. Nepeta and Gamzee. Gamzee kills Nepeta.
Huh. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, you know, it's yeah.
That was a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Goals.
Hashtag relationship goals, guys. Hashtag relationship goals. Yeah, this was after he killed Nepeta. It was okay. To be honest, though, it was mainly because like he had like curly hair, so it made sense for him to cosplay Gamzee because like he didn't need to get a wig or anything. It just ended up shaking out like that. But yeah, I also used to like type in the typing quirk sometimes, like online. Like,
oh, bless your heart. Oh. Oh, that's
that's probably the most cringe I've ever been. Is that? Did you get him any Fago? Yeah, we actually did try Fago before we cosplayed it. Yeah, it was good. It's good soda, actually.
It was really funny. I realized the other day because like I had Fago bought for me at the start of last year, and literally like the next day, divorce happened. So Fago was the he brought it back from a trip he went on, and then the next day we had the conversation, and we're like, yeah, I think we're breaking up.
Oh my god!
So Fago was the
you know what thing? All right. Okay, it's happened twice. Obviously, I didn't break up with this boyfriend until way later. I told you this story. This boyfriend, okay, TLDR chat, I was with this boyfriend until I was in college. We weren't dating in middle school though. We were dating through high school into like halfway through when I was in college. He literally lied about going to Mexico and didn't tell me. And he went to Mexico with 3 other girls and didn't tell me.
Oh.
A week after our 5-year anniversary.
What the fuck?
And I found out because this fucking dumbass didn't turn off his location sharing.
Oh my god.
So
see, I wouldn't have done that.
anyway, Fago ends relationships. This is
yeah.
So he's dead now. He's not dead, but one of my friends told me he has an ugly ass mustache, so he might as well be dead. Like, let's be so honest here.
Oh, not even a good mustache?
No, it's
Wait, do you like mustaches at all?
I do, but this one's really bad. Like, it's really, really bad. Like, really bad.
Oh my goodness. Please be nice. Some of us in chat also have ugly ass mustaches.
Okay, but also, like, I'm sure even if your mustache was the ugliest ever, it's not that ugly because you didn't go to Mexico and then lie about it to your girlfriend. So, unless you did, then you have the ugliest mustache ever. So.
Yeah, that kind of behavior shines through your mustache.
We're still breaking up with boys because of their hairstyle. No, we're breaking up with boys because they don't put in any effort and then they go to Mexico without telling you.
Here's the thing. I didn't break up with a guy because of his hairstyle, but I did leave a state because a guy got an ugly haircut. I can't hear you laugh. I just saw it happen.
Okay, but like how bad? Like how bad are we talking?
So I've told this story a million times on my channel, but I'm going to tell it again. I briefly went to school in Tasmania because my mom moved to Tasmania and she was like, oh, you should come stay with me for a little while. So I did. And I set the date really far away, but it snuck up as dates often do if you set it like a year in advance. And then, oh my God, what do you mean time moves forward? So I didn't like it very much. They bullied me because they were like, oh, you're from the mainland, aren't you? Do you go to Sydney every weekend?
This is like a fucking cartoon plot. What? Like
it was so weird. It was so fucking weird. They bullied me because I was from the mainland and it's super weird. Anyway, so I did what I do best, which is I coped by having copious amounts of crushes on guys, but it was Tasmania, so it was slim pickings. So I zeroed in on the one cute guy who had floppy brown hair, which was very, very in the 2000s, you know, and he was taller than me. He was built kind of bigger, like little bit chubby, but like friendly face. He always had like kind of like a tiny smile, but like never like a full one. And he had huge eyebrows, like huge bushy eyebrows. And I'm like, all right, I'm in love with you. I will go to school just to stare at you. I will never talk to you, but I will stare at you, and staring at you will give me the serotonin, and that's all I need. Anyway, one day I walk into school and there he is with all of his beautiful brown floppy hair shaved off, and shaved into the buzz cut are noughts and crosses. Like a grid and noughts and crosses have been shaved into his hair. And Bear, remember, I didn't talk to him. So you were stormed up to him and I went, "What did you do to your hair?" And we had not spoken. He didn't know who the fuck I was. And he went, "I cut it."
Oh my God.
And I suddenly remember that I don't talk to him and he doesn't know who I am.
Oh my God.
And I have just stormed up to him and asked him what he did to his hair. And that was the Friday. I was gone by Monday.
I'm sure he never forgot that. I hope that he sees a VTuber and like sometime he like finds his way to your channel and is like, "Oh my God, that was that girl that talked to me."
You?
Yeah.
That was you? Like I would love that. That would be really funny. But yeah, like basically, like I spent the rest of the school day like weighing up, being like, I'm not happy. Because like I wasn't having fun. I wasn't enjoying being there. So I went home, and what actually did it is I got home and my mother had taken my laptop away. You want to know why?
Why?
Because there were fingerprints on the screen. She's like, and it was my personal laptop that she had given to me. And
can't you just like clean the
yeah, she was like, your it's just like your laptop had fingerprints all over the screen. Clean everything, like, you know, clean up like absolutely everything. Like, and by the way, I lived in a cabin, okay? And so like my cabin was like, I don't know, something tiny, like 2 square meters or like 3 square meters. It was tiny. And she was like, clean your cabin and I'll give this back when I get back from like work. When she got back from work, I was sitting by like, there's a river that goes through the property, and she found me and she was like, "Oh, Phoebe, you're being dramatic." I'm like, "I want to go home. I'm not having fun. I get bullied at school." And I didn't tell her that the boy I like is ugly now. I'm not interested. I need to go home like right now.
The boy I like has this fuck ass haircut. I have to go home. I'm so done.
I need to go home now where the boys have cute hair. And I went home. She was not happy, but like, looking back, why was she going through my shit?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I realized later she was going through my diary. She was going through my stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad to be out of there. Like, what do you mean she waited until I was at school to go through my shit? That's not cool.
Yeah. One time I moved back home like in my last semester of college. And one time my mom opened my credit card statement and she's like, "Why is your statement so big? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Why are you opening my mail?"
That's a crime. That's a crime, Bear Mom.
Yeah. And I was like, first of all, I paid my tuition with this credit card, Mama Bear. Second of all, why are you going through my mail?
Is that a federal offense?
I guess, but also her logic was like, "Oh, I co-signed on this like 3 years ago, but like I've never missed a payment." So yeah, she opened my credit card statement one time and was like, she was like, "Why are you spending so much money? I had to pay tuition." Well, if she co-signed,
it would have to have her name on the front.
So she co-signed on my previous credit card. And then she opened the other one and was like, "I co-signed on this." And I was like, "No, you did not.
You co-signed the other one."
Yeah.
No, like, I'm pretty sure, like, even if you, like, co-sign shit, I'm pretty sure for mail, you have to have your name on the front. I'm pretty sure.
Don't call the cops on Mama Bear. It's fine. But it's, like, so funny because I feel like it's a very... they, like, go through stuff and, like, they look for something to get mad at. You know?
I remember having an argument with my dad's wife. I by the way, I do avoid calling her stepmother because she doesn't have that kind of role in my life. I know it comes off kind of weird to constantly say dad's wife, but that is the role that she has. I got into an argument with her once where she tried to make the argument that reading your children's diaries and journals is good parenting. And I was like, no, it is not. And she was like, no, because what if you're worried about them? And I'm like, talk to them. She's like, but they're not going to talk to you because they're teenagers. And I'm like, they're really not going to talk to you if you're invading their privacy.
Yep.
And she's like, I remember told this story about buying her daughter's journals so she could read them. So she could, and she saw this as her taking an interest in her children's lives. And like she really tried to paint it as like a good thing. I'm like, no, that's not a good thing. And it's funny because people still have this view. And I'm like, you can read a journal if your kid goes missing.
Yeah.
And you need insight into where the fuck they are. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, or if something bad happens to your kid and you need to know, like they're in the hospital or something, God forbid, something really bad's happened, then I can understand, like, fuck, I need to see what's happening. Like, why would something this terrible happen? Then I understand, okay? Serious, like, huge moments like that, I can understand reading the journal. But just like a Tuesday while they're at school, no. And then being like, oh, they're writing about boys, they're writing about their body, they're writing about their feelings or their anger towards me. No, like that was their private space.
Yeah, that's
to
insane.
Have that. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Fuck.
Yeah, that's yeah. I had some friends. Obviously, going back to what I said about Mom Bear opening my mail, she apologized afterwards, so it's good. Fine. But I think about it sometimes. I'm like, you were just looking for something to get mad about. Like, what are you doing? Like, but I did have friends where their parents would take their doors off.
Oh no, that's messed up. That is so messed up.
Yeah,
that's
they would like if they lost their their maybe they got grounded or something, and like they pissed off their parents like so bad that like they took their door off.
I don't understand that at all because I think so. Again, I can only think of extreme cases where that would happen, and that would be if you need to. If they're actually like a danger to themselves, you know, like that is the only time where I could maybe see no door, and that would have to be and one why maybe you'd need like actual professional care, not like I'm taking your door, something like that. If they're doing drugs or something, yeah, get the crazy lights that like make it hard to see veins or something before you take away the door, you know, but like that's insane to me. The idea of taking away, like, because what if you need to get changed? Like, you need somewhere that you can have that your own space. I believe that everybody deserves to have their own space. Everybody needs that.
Yeah, I remember when I was looking for places for like to live during college, like my dad was like, you could just share a room, and I'd be like I get that I need to save money, but like I would rather pay the extra $400 a month to not share a room with somebody. I think I would lose my mind.
Yeah. Like, I like having my own space. I feel like that is something I've always kind of needed. I'm still just reeling because like I remember seeing that in, I think it was like Freaky Friday, like the remake with Lindsay Lohan, where it's like, oh, took the door, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, there's no way people actually do that. So hearing that was actually
I knew like 3 people that happened to where they got their door taken away.
That
and for
know,
like
some people have
things that are
parenting.
Yeah, and it was for stuff that like really did not warrant it. Like they
like they stayed out too late.
They
or
ditched
something?
class like once.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's what? Oh my god.
Yeah, it was nuts. I mean, and also as a parent, like outside of like that being like low-key child abuse, that's so much effort.
Yeah, like, you gotta like unscrew that and like, put it away.
Like, it's so much work.
It's so much work.
Like, just take away their phone or something. Like, do literally anything else. Like, I don't know. Well, yeah, it's easy to take apart hinges, but where are you gonna put the door? Like,
yeah, you gotta put that somewhere. Like, what? You gonna put it in the garage? You gonna just leave it in the hallway? What are you gonna do?
And then you have to put it back.
Yeah, then you gotta put it back, and there's a chance that you can break shit. I've seen people take a door off and then not be able to put it back on. I've seen that happen for like furniture, like moving a furniture into a room and the door's in the way. And then they can't fucking put the door back on.
You don't have an extra room for your doors you've stolen? No, but I did know somebody in high school who stole a stop sign.
I was gonna say, did you know anybody who stole like street signs? Because that was popular.
I know somebody who stole a traffic light.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty bad. Like, obviously it's teenage stuff, like whatever. But like,
what is wrong with Americans? This is just a teenager thing. I don't know.
Cream sign from a dumpster. Oh, if it's a dumpster, it's fair game. I feel like technically it's not. I think technically you're not allowed to take stuff out of dumpsters, but like I say it's fair game, personally.
Stealing a traffic light could kill somebody. I think it was broken and like on the ground. So in their defense, it was fine. But yeah, he had a traffic light in his room for a minute.
I knew a girl who had one of those like warning slow down signs that like get put up by like the workers, which actually could have fucked somebody up.
Yeah. I do know somebody in high school. I don't know if you have these in Australia. Do you know those like electric scooters that like you like pay to use?
Yeah, they're around. We've got like the bikes, e-bikes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they were testing those in the area by my high school. And like people who drive them have no like sense of survival, just like they have this like they have like the survival instincts of like a rock. Like they are so, you can go so fast on those things. Like you can go like 30 miles an hour. So we hated them because we would have like people like driving through like our campus because it was like it was like kind of like by a grocery store and there was like a shopping mall kind of nearby. So like people were kind of passing through a lot and it was dangerous. It was dangerous because there was a lot of like congestion in that area. So I knew somebody who would take them and throw them on the roof.
Oh my goodness.
And it is like the most like they did a public service to us. Also, for senior prank, we hated our dean so much that we surrounded her car in those scooters because you had to pay to move them so she couldn't back out.
Oh my god. That's really funny. I think for our like senior muck up day or whatever you call it, we didn't do anything to teachers' cars, but there was one girl who had one of those like really small electric cars that it's like super tiny.
Oh, the smart car?
Really tiny. Yeah, smart car. She had a smart car. They covered it in Post-its and they also picked it up and just like walked it around the corner. Like a whole bunch of guys and like, I don't know how they did it, but they managed to just pick it up and walk it around the corner. So she came out and was like, where the fuck is my car? And like, everybody was like laughing like, oh my God, Mary doesn't know where her car is. Oh my God. Ah. They weigh nothing. And then when she found it, it was covered in Post-its, like tiled in Post-its.
That's so funny.
Like, but no, we didn't have those scooters when I was in high school. Like those were not really a thing. E-bikes and all that weren't really a thing at that point. I see them around now and I have heard about like there's that one brand that did get like chucked in the ocean or like there's like a river or somewhere that's just filled with these bikes. And I think the company went under because like the bikes just kept getting like thrown away.
Yeah, I know that the same guy also threw one like in the river as well. So like they just end up where they're not supposed to because they piss people off. Like people just they're in the way. People don't drive them safely. Like they're a general nuisance. Like obviously there are better ways to deal with it, but throwing them on the roof is really funny.
I love public transport, but I'm not really a scooter bicycle person. Like, I like trains. I love trains and I love subways.
Yeah,
I
same.
love trams. I think that they're beautiful. And it makes me sad when I hear that like America doesn't have as much like railways as they
Oh,
could,
yeah. Oh, I live in
Um,
Southern California. It is so fun to drive here. Oh my God.
I feel like I don't know when, but like I just feel like when the automobile industry doesn't have as much of a stranglehold, it would be beautiful for like I'm not an American, I have no real stakes in this, but I have American friends, so I do wish the best for them. I feel like it would be beautiful having like more of a railway over there, you know.
We have
Particularly
some, but they're very expensive and also very slow.
we gotta blow up highways for high-speed rail. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would love to have like an above ground like trolley system in my city. That would be so nice. Like the buses in SoCal are like you could like substitute Vegas for the bus system in any city in SoCal because like it just feels like pulling a roulette wheel, like, or slot machine.
Ooh.
Like, because they run every hour and then sometimes they're 30 minutes early or 20 minutes early or they're an hour late or 30 minutes late and go fuck yourself if you miss it, basically.
Jesus, that's bad.
Yeah, and it takes 4 to 5 times as long than just driving. Like, it is literally the go fuck yourself transportation solution. It is so crazy.
That sucks so much. Oh my God.
And
like,
that is not even an exaggeration. It just is that. Like, it is like that.
So, like, I am fairly used to being able to rely on public transport a bit, and I always kind of have. So, like, back when I lived in Newcastle, the bus system was pretty good. Like, it could be, like, I don't think that the buses were disgusting or anything. They, like, changed over the buses when I was in high school. So, they used to be, like, the really old ones that had, like, the tooth height bar that, like, the tooth chipper if it, like, stopped suddenly. And like the really gross like vinyl kind of seats, but then they changed those to the more clean air conditioned bus, and like I used to catch the bus everywhere. That's how I got to work, that's how I went to school, that's how I went anywhere really. And we also had trains, and the trains were nice. And in Sydney there's a lot of options. Not all of the trains are as nice as other trains, but they're getting there, they're getting nicer. I haven't lived there long term though, so I can't speak on that experience. But then I moved rural. And rural, there was nothing. There was no buses. The only train was like the overnight train that you jumped on to wake up in Sydney. Like there was no public transport. There was no way around. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. Like, if I want to walk anywhere, it's going to take an hour and a half minimum, and that just gets me to the nearest gas station. That's not even like a mall or a library or anywhere. So I cannot go back to somewhere that doesn't have public transport. Like, there's public transport here. I've caught the buses, they're pretty nice. I've caught the trains, they're pretty nice. There's also like trams and stuff, and I enjoy those too. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of going on and on about them.
No, that's why I have you here. I want you to talk to me and the people. Speak your mind.
But yeah, I love public transport. I love public transport. So when there isn't public transport or there's bad public transport, that makes me sad. It makes me sad. Like, everywhere should have nice public transport.
Well, I remember like when I first met you, you were still you were living. I think I only knew you until you got divorced. Like, you were living rural, and I remember hearing you talk about how isolated you were, and because you couldn't drive.
We only had the one car anyway.
Yeah.
So like, even if I did know how to drive, I wouldn't have the car with me.
Yeah. Like, I remember like I was like listening to you talk about this. I'm like, that fucking sucks. Like, because you were, I mean, because you already were like VTubing full time too.
Yeah.
So it just sounded like you were so like stuck in one place, and that feels really shitty as well.
It does. And it was. And it's funny because at the time I would talk about it, but I didn't I didn't focus on it. I kind of would like say it and then kind of like laugh. And then one day there was just sort of like a wake up of like, oh, I can't live like this. Oh, okay. Like I've got to actually like make a choice. Like,
Yeah.
and we're out here.
Yeah, it just seemed like you didn't have a lot of like autonomy, I guess is like it feels like a dramatic way to like say it, and obviously I don't know
that's correct though. No, it's correct. I'd say it's correct. I didn't.
like the intricacies of your situation, obviously, but like I think that it relying on cars like kind of ruins your mental if you can't drive. And I'm so sorry if you can hear the dog, by the way. He's asshole hour currently.
Fine. It's fine.
It actually might be pills time for him really quickly. Yeah, it's 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna take like
It's 8.
2 seconds to go give him his pills. He's actually scratching at my door. Chat, if you don't know, my dog Cooper is ancient and he has sweet potato with his pills, so he thinks it's treat time right now. But really he's getting sleepy time and anti-anxiety pills. So he's gonna go get his pills. I'll be right back. Vivi, this is your stream now.
Yay, my stream. Hi everybody. There will be no progress on the art while I am here because I am not doing the art. Can I borrow $5? Yeah, sure. You gonna DM me your PayPal or something? I'm not even gonna ask what it's for. I'm gonna assume that you need it. No, it can't be damned. Well, I guess you don't get $5 then. Damn. If you look at this frog wide. Wow, that's a wide frog. His legs are up. Look at that. Can I have 329? I don't know. I like nice round numbers. I can't hear the sound alert, but I just saw that pop up. I have a little bit of a delay. But yeah. Can I borrow $5? Is there anybody in particular I have to borrow it from? Also, I don't like the idea of borrowing $5 because then I have to give it back and I'll be nervous until I give it back. I'm really not much into like borrowing if I can help it. I like being all squared up. I don't like owing people stuff, you know? Can you borrow a feeling? Can I lend you a jar of love? My goodness. But I hope you guys are having fun. I really did enjoy that extra sleep in this morning. And then after this, I believe Jets is coming over with hot cross buns, which I don't know if they have raisins in them or not. They probably do. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a nice day. I didn't know hot cross buns were a real thing. What? Do you guys not do hot cross buns? Really? That's like super popular in Australia. Hot cross buns are like one of the main things. I thought it was just not that they're real. Yeah, I don't like raisins. I don't like raisins. Phoebe, you still owe me $5. Donut Bro, I subscribed to your channel the other day, so technically I don't owe you anything. Technically, we're squared up. They don't always have raisins. They don't always have raisins, no, but it is popular for them to have raisins. When I was a kid, I remember the first time I had one that had like choc chips instead. And I was so excited. I was so excited that it didn't have raisins because I don't like raisins personally. I don't like raisins. I'm not really into pastries or like baked goods that have like fruits and nuts in them. I prefer chocolate. I prefer chocolate. I'm not really into blueberry muffins or like anything like that. I'm sorry. It's just if I want fruit, I want fruit. I don't want fruit baked into something. I just want the fruit, you know? I think at most I would have fruit on like a cake, you know? Yeah, I don't like raisins. I also don't like sultanas. Apparently they're different. Somebody has told me they're different apparently. I thought they were the same thing for a long time. I only recently had apple pie for the first time in my life. Jets made one and it was okay. It was good. But it's definitely not something I would like order. It's not something that I would like leap out to order. Strawberry shortcake is fine, but then again, I'm also not really a big cake person. I've had a lot of cake in my life. My father is a pastry chef. And as such, our house was constantly filled with pastries and baked goods. So I have had so much. I have been very spoiled. He didn't make pies though. Pies was not really a thing he would make. He would make like caramel slices and that sort of thing. Favorite pastry? God, he'd make these puff pastry things that had, I'm not a fan of custard, so I didn't like the custard version. There was something else he'd put in there. I'm trying to remember. But he would make these puff pastry things, and I remember I liked those. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've partake. I think the last pastry that I bought was a Nutella croissant at like just like a random like bread place. And I'll enjoy anything with Nutella in it because I like Nutella. I'm a basic bitch. Cinnamon. I don't mind cinnamon rolls, but cinnamon was surprisingly not that popular in my house as like a flavor. Like it was around, but that wasn't what people would go for. Caramel was probably the most popular. My dad loved caramel. Anything that had, because like he would make like an entire fucking tin of caramel and like he would just cook with that for like 2 days straight. But yeah. Is Nutella fucked up in Australia? I don't think so. Like, I'm pretty sure maybe it's different. 1 second. There we go. Oh, hello. I see her shaking to life.
Hi, I'm so sorry. My dog is being so naughty. He literally, I gave him his pills and then he started demanding to go outside even though I already took him out. And then he decided he wanted to run around and bark and not come inside. And he was like, feed me. And he hasn't even eaten his dinner. So he might come in here and bark at me again. We'll see. He's going to get kicked out, but it's asshole hour. We call it his asshole hour. And
asshole hour.
Yeah. There's no stopping him.
We were talking about pastries and things because Jets is still making hot cross buns. I was talking about the plans for later this afternoon. And I was talking about I don't particularly like raisins. I don't really like baked goods with raisins. So that's what we were talking about.
I only had a hot cross bun like one time.
Really? I'm surprised that they're so unpopular elsewhere because in Australia they're a huge staple. Like that's like a big thing on Easter is hot cross buns.
I mean, they're like definitely an Easter thing, but I mean, my family doesn't really celebrate Easter. Like as kids, it was always the bunny and that's it.
Yep. Same. So when I was a kid, we lived next to a church. So there was a degree of the religion, but we were Anglican because it was an Anglican church. So yay, the Henry VIII church, divorce. And as a kid, my experience with religion was like the opposite of like Catholicism. I believed in like the God who was like super friendly and nice and like only good things happened and like Jesus, your bro, like only no horror stories, no scary stories, no you'll make God mad. It was always like love and understanding, you know, very, very, very like hippie version of Christianity. Anyway, so like we celebrated Easter, we celebrated Christmas. But of course, I was way more into Santa and the Easter Bunny than I was into like the religious figures.
I mean, as any normal kid probably is.
Exactly. So I fully believed in the bunny. Because I remember waking up in the middle of the night and suddenly there'd be like, you know, like the box of like chocolate eggs or whatever on the end of the bed. And I'm like, oh, he's definitely real. How else did this box appear? Just saying, in Umineko, I would have been Maria. I'm like, how else did the candy appear under the cup?
Yeah, exactly.
It could only be magic.
Real.
Magic is real. I was asleep. When I woke up, there is chocolate at the end of the bed. The bunny is real.
Devil's proof you didn't actually see it, so that means you can't deny
it. Magic. And I was talking about it last night. I do like chocolate, but I'm no longer a fiend for chocolate. Like when I was a kid, I loved chocolate, but not so much anymore. What about you? Like, do you have any particular like candy or chocolates that like you care about?
I'm not really a candy person. There are some that I really like. I really like sour gummy worms. Those are one of my favorites.
Oh, I love sour gummy worms.
And there's also
what brand?
Trolley brand.
Yeah, okay. That's the one where they're all good.
There's also the Albanese gummy bears. If you've never had those are the best gummy bears ever.
Albanese?
They are so good. They're so good. Oh, somebody is here to cameo. Are you gonna be normal, puppy? He's like foraging. I don't know what he's looking for.
Oh my god, it's actually called So our prime minister is called Albanese. This is really funny.
Yeah, those are really good. Try them if you get a chance to. They're the best. They have like the best texture. They have like a little bit of like toughness to them. Not so much as Haribo, just enough. And the rest is, my dog is like swimming on the floor.
Aww.
He doesn't normally do this in my room. Are you itchy, bud? What are you doing?
Scratchies?
He's been itchy. He's like chronically itchy. He has a cone on right now because he scratches his face till he gets like, he like hurts himself.
Aww.
Yeah, he gets obsessive with it. I think he's itchy. Come here. What's going on with you? I gotta itch him. Oh, don't fall down. It's very important. Cooper demands itchy.
Demands itchy. Demands scritchies. There's some good dog emotes.
Ugh. He's, of course, in the place that is the hardest to pet him with my headphones on. I'm trying to think. I'm more of a pastry person than I am a candy person. I love strawberry shortcake with whipped cream frosting. That's my favorite thing ever.
Okay.
But I love savory stuff more.
Yeah, I don't mind fruit on cakes. But I'm not really about like stuff that has like fruit or nuts like baked into it. I don't know. I just want like I want the confectionery. That's really all I want.
Yeah, I love cake. I love croissants. I love bread. I love all that stuff. So good. Has your vet prescribed any anti-itch? I have to give them to my dog. Yeah, he's on pills. I just gave him his pills. He's on a special diet because he's allergic to stuff. He gets baths with special shampoo. Like, there isn't really much else that we can do. He's normally fine, but lately he's just been a little bit more itchy than normal, so.
Okay.
Bobby. He's also old and a terrier, so he gets a little bit, like, wound up sometimes.
Okay.
Would you like to pull from the question pool? I feel like we've been talking about, like,
random
stuff this whole time, which is great, but there's some good questions in here,
question. Too. Let's go.
Somebody asked, where is it? This was an anon question. What is a skill or habit you wished you developed sooner during your time in content creation?
A skill or habit? Developed sooner, you say?
Which I guess could be like a soft skill too, as well.
Well, there's skills that I feel like I still don't have, and I would like to work on those, but to do so would be difficult. I know there's skills that I want that I don't have. And then I'm thinking about the skills that I do have. So I can stream longer now. I think that's the main thing that I can point to. And I'm like, okay, I have slightly better endurance, that I am better at streaming longer. And I kind of wish that I could have done that earlier, because streaming longer hours is good for, like, you know, momentum and discoverability, blah, 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 blah.
All the algo
So that would have
stuff.
been all that algo stuff, yeah. The skill that I know that I'm lacking and I want, but I don't have it, but I also cannot have it how things are set up now, is I am really bad at talking without a chat. So I cannot self-propel. I'm really bad at filling silence on my own, because I have always had a chat. I living with luxury of always having people funny who are saying things and offering up ideas or just filling up the space. I have always had that. So as a result, if chat suddenly gets really quiet, which very occasionally can happen. I remember I was having a Toem stream playing Toem, and I played for 6 hours. It was the middle of the night, or like it was very early in the morning, and suddenly chat went dead. And chat went dead for like 2 minutes. And I floundered. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, shit, what do I say? What do I comment on? What do I talk about? And I was like, did the stream like die? Or then everyone's like, no, it's still here. No, we're just chilling. And I'm like, shit, I don't know how to fill silence. I don't have the skill. I don't have the ability. And so that's not really something that I can work on unless I go, hey guys, I'm gonna ignore you for like an hour or something. Like, I don't know how I'd work on that.
on a new Twitch account and not telling you.
I've considered like just doing that as like a experiment, like, I don't know, but and seeing what I do. It'd basically be like a let's play though, like just to see what would happen. But that is a skill that I wish that I did have, personally, that I don't have. And the other one is just I can stream longer. What about you?
I wish I was faster at editing YouTube videos.
Editing sucks.
I feel like I don't know, I feel like a lot of my skills have gotten better over the years, because a lot of my time spent streaming, actually all of it, was during college. And that was always my first priority. I'm sure you remember, like, especially BV, and then also my chatters who've been here for a long time. Like, I was like constantly working all the time. So like I tried to do as well as I could with like the time that I had, but there was only so much I could do, you know? And now that I actually have time, because I'm unemployed, LOL, like, I feel like I've gotten the soft skill stuff down for the most part. I wish I was better at like improving or like doing funny things off the cuff. But I think it's mainly hard skills and also having enough time to do them as well. Because honestly, a lot of content creation, like the big creators, they all have teams, guys. They pay people.
Yeah.
And
they've got teams.
We don't got that money, guys. I don't got that money.
Currently, I earn enough now that I can pay for like one thing, and I have put that into shorts. So I have a clips editor now, and that's like the one thing that I'm like, all right, I'm dedicating money to this. And I would say like it has been worth it for me. Because there has been like some people being like, oh, I found your shorts, and so I'm here now. I don't think there's been like an explosion or anything, but like
it's usually lurkers from shorts.
It's usually lurkers.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's still appreciated. But like there are people out there who have like whole teams. Like they've got like editors, they've got people who follow up on the commissions and stuff for them. Like project managers and people who get all the sponsorships and stuff for them. And then they've got like their convention teams who get them all like their convention appearances and their convention work. Like there's whole squads of people, you know? So it is funny when like you see people being like, wow, how do they do it all themselves? It's like they don't.
They don't. Yeah, they don't do it all themselves. Like I do everything myself except Archon edits for my clips channel. We've been putting out daily clips because he's the best and I pay him nothing and so please watch the clips channel so I can pay him.
I've looked out too. I have a team who does the VOD channel. Shout out to Rexus, Dragnator, and Robin. Thank you for running the VOD channel. Because I just was not uploading VODs. I was just like, who really wants
so long? Oh my god! And the Twitch exporter broke recently, so I had to download the VODs and upload them manually.
Oh my god,
it's awful.
Everyone wants them. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. But yeah, it is funny though, because like, I look at that stuff and it makes me think about all things that I would love to do at some point. Like I'd love to do more like long form content, short form content, more like offsite, like YouTubey stuff. Because like people can do plenty of stuff on there, and then I just don't. Like I just keep streaming, and I'm like, at some point I'd like to, but I've just got no plans right now.
Can you unlist a dual stream to YouTube and then publish? I used to multi-stream, but then I moved home to my parents' house and had a total of 10 up.
Ooh.
Until recently. I had to buy a new internet plan. That's why I didn't stream very much last month, because I had to buy a new internet plan and I'm paying $40 for 25 up. And it's not enough to multi-stream anymore. Even with the new plan. Because before, it would literally just, like, I couldn't stream. Like, my bitrate would drop. So... and even then, like at that point, you just multi-stream. Like just multi-stream to YouTube if you're gonna do that, like on a main channel or something. My life will be so much easier once I can get better internet, because then I won't have to run the VOD channel.
It is really nice having better internet now. That is one thing that I'm a little bit happy about. Although we had some ups and downs the last week or two. Last month, we had all of these like just dropouts or like the internet like refreshing, and holy crap, tech problems as a streamer are just the worst.
Well, they make you
like I know they're bad for everybody,
demotivated. Like I remember
they do.
The last stream I did before I like finally broke and got a new plan, I was just like so pissed off because if you guys don't know, Twitch doesn't have DC protection like YouTube does. So if you're having a stream and like you have like pretty good viewership and it's going well, and then like your stream dies, your viewers are gone. You lose it all. All of it's gone.
It's gone. It's all gone, and that can totally demotivate you. And also, it can technically have repercussions. So like if you are trying to aim for like sponsorships and stuff, sadly, majority of sponsorships go by CCV. So let's say your stream goes down, you will then have your average CCV for the month go down.
Like
at which point they're like,
my CCV last month is so bad. It is so bad. I think it dropped from like 45 to like 32 or something.
Because of dropouts?
Yeah, because of all the crashes I had.
It's such a bummer. It's such a bummer.
And like now this is like my quote unquote job, like sort of. Like I care a lot more, especially like since I've been putting more effort into like event streams. Like I was trying to do a Titanfall 2 stream where I like endurance beat the entire campaign, and then the Titanfall 2 had a bug on install that nobody had ever seen before that I had to spend 6 hours like fixing, and then I went to go stream. My internet wasn't good enough to stream. I had 2 up that day, and I was like, I was so upset because like like people,
that's awful.
Like I know that like people are like, oh, it's fine, like I understand, but like some people like go out of their way to show up to my stream, and I feel like you probably feel this way as well. Like people like try and make an effort to be there live, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad when I have tech problems that I can't fix because like I feel like I've wasted their time.
Yeah, it's like you invite somebody over for like something fun to do, and then it all falls through. Like, of course, it's always heartening when the person's like, no, it's fine, I'm here for you. But it's like, no, but this was meant to be better. It was meant to be more fun.
It was meant to be
looking forward to it. Like, was meant to be something special, and it sucks when that falls through.
Yeah,
like,
and I have
the two things can still be true. Like,
yeah, I
I
have really, really solid mental too. Like I tend to like roll with the punches pretty well, but like it had happened to me like every stream for the last like I think it was like the last 2 weeks. And I was just like so over it at that point. Cause like I'm not partnered yet. Like that would be a nice thing to have happen, you know? And I felt like I was growing too. And I feel bad for like my chat who is stuck with me through when like I literally had to take months off because of college. And I was like promising that we would do all this stuff. And then my internet was like, fuck you. And it just felt so bad. But at least I can stream relatively consistently now, but it just feels horrible like when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, like you said, it is very demotivating when like the flesh is willing, but the internet is not. Like it's like, and it's out of your control, and it sucks. Because like I know Mako had like a similar thing last night. She literally was working on setting up 3D for 5 hours, and there were like full on bugs in the program that like she cannot do anything about. And she had to call off the stream because like if you work at something for 5 hours and can't get it to work, that drains on you. That's 5 hours.
It's hard to be entertaining after stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
As well. Like it's so and Mako, like from what I understand, is very like they know what they're doing.
Very tech savvy.
Yeah, like they know what they're doing. So if they can't fix it, then it's probably cooked. Like
yeah, like she is a tech whiz. Like I'm really it's actually at the point where like I've said this on stream. I don't think that I can go back to living with somebody who doesn't know about tech stuff. Because like all the tech problems I've had, I'm like, Mako, what's happening? And then like she will look at it, she's like, oh, it's like this and this, so we do this and this will be fine. And like I have like one of those UPS uninterruptible power source things now, so when a power flicker happens, my stream doesn't go down. And there's one in the closet for the internet as well, so like I don't know, it's just really nice. Like, you know, my setup is just kind of better now, and I can't imagine now not having somebody like that in the house.
yeah, my audio anomalies. Oh yeah, speaking of audio anomalies, do you need something?
Yeah.
What? We have an uninvited guest. Do I have to kick you out again? I'm sorry, buddy. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Come here, puppy.
You're okay.
Come here, puppy. All done.
Oh yeah, it is nuts. People will try and backseat Mako, and it's like she has definitely already thought about that. Like she has done everything you're suggesting.
I feel bad kicking him out, but he's so loud.
It's okay. I understand. Just know that I'm not like, oh, dog. Like I'm not like Cruella de Vil or anything.
Well, speaking of like when you said that your dad's wife, I was like that with my grandpa's wife, and she was like that with my dogs when she'd come over. She'd be like, ew,
awful.
Animals. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? They're not even like jumping on you. Like,
what?
So,
I feel like that's very telling of somebody's character to be like, ugh. Like, okay, so like, I can understand if somebody has like a fear, but fear is different to hatred.
No, she was just awful.
Disgust.
Like, there's no getting around it. She was just awful.
Yeah, like I think it's a huge red flag to be rude to somebody's pets. Like, if you have a fear or an allergy, fine. But
just ignore. You don't like dogs.
Yeah.
Like, I get not liking dogs. Just don't be like, ew.
That would also be something to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't really like dogs. You can like, yeah, you can hold back. Ew is a huge like, what? Like, why?
Like, I know it's like, chill, please. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she was just like disgusting, ew, and I'm like, okay, girl, whatever.
I think the only time I've said ew to a dog or a cat has been because there's like actively poop on them. And it's like, oh, ew, somebody needs to clean up an aisle pet.
So crazy seeing people trying to backseat Mako trying to fix something on Twitter. Like, you think she hasn't. Oh my God. That happened to me too. Like with my internet, some people were like, have you tried using Ethernet? I don't even have a Wi-Fi card on my PC. What are you saying to me? Like, what? Do you think I've been streaming on Wi-Fi this whole time? Like,
Oh my goodness.
Twitter tech support is oh my god.
Yeah, it is. It's funny because like when I have a tech thing now, if people are like, "Oh, hey, can you do this?" I'm like, "Don't worry, guys. You don't need to give me any advice anymore. I live with Marco. Marco will help me." But then when Marco has a thing and they try and backseat Marco, sometimes people will then come to me to try and backseat Marco through me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna relay any of this to her. Like, you do know that I'm not gonna do that. Like, you can be like, Vivi, make sure you tell Marco to do this or try this or whatever. I'm like, no. Because if she needed to know that, like, I'm sure she would ask you, like, ask her chat. And if she hasn't asked you, then I'm not going to do it. Like, there's no way that I'm going to remember it. And I told her that. We were standing in the kitchen. I'm like, just so you know, I trust you enough and I believe that you know what you're doing. And she went, thank you. Thank you, Vivi. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, Melkor, you are like, you actually have you have credentials. Like, there's a difference between like you having credentials and somebody on Twitter being like, are you streaming on Wi-Fi? I've been streaming for the last, like, 4 years. You think I've been streaming on Wi-Fi? Like, what? I don't know. People are so interesting.
They are.
I get wanting to help, but sometimes it's like, man. Let's see. How are we feeling, by the way?
I'm feeling pretty good. How are you feeling?
I'm good. The liner is almost done, actually.
Yay! I reckon we can keep it up. I reckon we can go for another round. Do we have another question?
Yeah, I have a lot of them actually, but I've been kind of I usually like choose them based on like if they're like relevant to what we're talking about. But there was something I did want to talk about, like just from me. I remember I met you because you randomly rated me like when I was a PNG tuber. Do you remember that?
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was so long. Yeah, it was like when I became a PNG tuber. Do you remember like I don't want to be like, oh, why did you do that? But like because you literally like we became friends out of like what seems like 1 in like a million chance, because you were just like, I'm gonna rate this random VTuber because she's here.
I think
I remember it was with you were collabing with Hootie, Nemo, and
was it VTuber Talk?
It has something to do with pizza.
Pizza. I'm not sure. That could have been a VTuber Talk thing, or it could have just been a just chatting thing.
Yeah, I think you were just chatting and you were all streaming on different channels.
Huh. Did we play a game? I don't know. Maybe. That sounds familiar. But I do know that, one, I used to, like, lurk VTuber tags and things like that. But I use Twitter a lot. So, like, if you were on Twitter, there was a pretty good chance that I just had, like, kind of seen you around there, and that's kind of how that, like, crossover would have happened. Or there's a chance that, like, another friend
I think Nemo followed me on Twitter.
It might have been Nemo. But, like, yeah, it is one of those, it can be kind of one of those 1 in a million sort of things that happen where you just kind of cross paths, you know? And I like that about streaming in general. I like that you can just kind of run into people.
Yeah. Well, I brought
it up. And then 3
years
later be like, oh.
Yeah, I brought it up because the question was not really a question, say something nice to each other. And I wanted to say something nice because I feel like you are so supportive of everybody, regardless of like, I want to be like, you support small VTubers. That's not like what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like you see people for who they are and you can like see, like, you compliment people and you're so genuine. Like, you're always like, I love your art, or like, you're so funny, go check this person out. Like, you always go out of your way to like say something nice about somebody and then like push them up like as well at the same time. And I think that's so cool. I don't think there's anybody like you in the community that does stuff like that, at least that I know of.
Aww. I'm doing the thing where it's like, take the compliment, take the compliment.
Yes,
Don't push it away. I've recently, like last year, something about tides and pushes all ships.
Rising tides. Rising tides. I don't know.
something on
Rising
ships.
tides lift all ships or something.
Something like that. But it's one of those like succeeding together.
Mm-hmm.
Rising tide lifts all boats or lifts all ships.
Boat. Yes.
Well, for one, I'm going to say this now before move into a conversation, but you are so incredibly, you are funny, but you are also very genuine. I feel like you are very honest about like I feel like you are honest and you have a lot of integrity, and that you are, and how do I say it? In a way that makes me feel like heartened. It makes me be like, you can be cool and funny, but also be a real person with not to get moralistic, but like good values and a good head on your shoulder as well. Like,
I feel that way about you too, though. Take the compliment.
Take the compliment. And like, you are incredibly talented. And I remember we had a collab, was it last year? And I remember being so excited to be like, yes, I get to show Bear to people, let's go. Because I know that in this space, and this is the rant that I'm now going to go on. In this space, there are a lot of really lovely, talented people, but a lot of success in this space really is luck and opportunity. And there are people who will stream every day for 5 to 7 hours and might never get discovered because the luck and the opportunity doesn't show up. And I have been fortunate in that I think that I have been lifted by other people. Maybe not like held up on somebody's shoulders explicitly, like I can point to like one person and go, it's all because of them. But like, I think it's happened multiple times, like many times throughout like the streaming. And I like to be able to also push that forward because I know that the people who watch me will enjoy other people that I enjoy. So I was really happy to be able to do that when we collabed because I was like, yes, I can show people Bear and the funny stories and being able to tell them like, this is Bear. Bear's worked on cool stuff. I've forgotten what it was. Was
Invincible? My one thing. My one credit is Invincible.
But people being like, you what? Like, huh? Wait. And like, they got so like, wait, huh? They got so excited. I was like, yes, come on. Bear is so cool. And I remember we got like, there was like a big raid. I can't remember. And I just remember being like, this is Bear. And I did like the sort of like, who is it? Like the Will Smith sort of like hand out, look at Bear. And like, those are moments that I really enjoy, you know, where it's like, yes, let's go. Because the little moments I enjoy are just like streaming and laughing and joking about stuff, but also knowing that like I can help somebody else build that for themselves.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Because the thing is, like, again, you can have opportunity and luck and sometimes it won't amount to anything, but you are very talented and funny and charming, and I am like, this is gonna happen for Bear. It just, you gotta do the point. You gotta throw the arms out and be like, there she is. Come on, guys.
Thank you. I think that like the way that I operate, like, because I know I'm not so naive that I know that like you can't be friends with everybody, you know. But the way that I see it, which also again could be naive. I like to think I'm not, but I've gotten this far by being nice.
Yeah.
You know, like I've gotten this far by being nice and making like genuine connections and respecting people's boundaries and their time. And it hasn't stopped working, so why should I stop doing that? You know, that's like really kind of how I've been operating for a bit, and it's pretty good so far, it seems.
Yeah. I feel like there's no way to get along with absolutely everybody. There's going to be people that rub people the wrong way, and you can privately be like, man, I don't fuck with that person. But like, as long as you like publicly like stay in your own spaces, I think, and that's fine. In my opinion, that's fine. Because I know there's people who, shock, surprise. I know there are people who don't enjoy like my brand of humor or me personally, but like it's fine. Like you're not going to have everybody love you.
You can't please everybody. It's not possible.
Yeah, you cannot please everybody.
But you can at least be respectful to people and like. Yes. Because like I feel like there are some people in this space like that I obviously don't like. Like, and that's like fine to say that. Eliza, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hi.
We're having a mature discussion.
This is my talk show, Bewitching Banter. I'm here with Vivi, and I'm drawing Vivi, and I'm interviewing. And I'm Bear, Magical Witch VTuber. I draw stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're talking about streaming and being nice to people. I think like I can say like there are people who I don't like in this space. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. I'm so sorry. I will check you out after this episode. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. I hope you had a good stream.
I hope it was a lovely stream.
Yes, thank you. There are people who I don't like in this community, and that's okay. I'm okay with saying that. But I don't need to blast it from the rooftops. You know, like I don't need to like I think that there are moments where saying, hey, maybe this person shouldn't have a platform is a valid thing, but it's not everybody who pisses you off.
Yeah.
It's people who like are genuinely harmful to other people and have like done bad things, you know?
Yeah, so exactly.
I feel like a lot of the whole like call out culture is so like boy who cried wolf sometimes. Like, you're better off waiting and like saving up your social credibility for the one time that you actually need to. Because 99% of the time, you do not need to get involved in whatever is happening on Twitter that day in the VTuber space.
Very much so. That was something that I think that I saw kind of early on. I remember looking at the VTubers that I looked up to and just the content creators in the space that I looked up to. And I was like, what makes them different? I'm like, well, they never comment on whatever thing of the day is, like fight of the day, drama of the day. And I feel like that's also saved me quite a lot of like mental stress not getting into public fights.
Well, and it also stresses your chat out. That's the thing I like to stress to like other people who are like starting streaming. I'm like, yes, you can get involved and you can give your opinions because, you know, sometimes it is good to give a thought if you think that it will help a friend or whatever. But keep in mind that like you being in like constant arguments will stress out your fans.
Yeah, it will, absolutely.
Like because, they feel like they have to defend
like
you.
Somebody, yeah, they'll feel like you have to defend you. And sometimes they'll also feel like they have to make choices. Like they have to choose between people. And I don't really think that's fair. Like I am like, nah, that people like we're here, we're silly little anime girls on the internet. I just want people to have fun, you know, ultimately.
Yeah. And I think that there's, you know, there are times where you can make yourself not like, because I feel like it's a bad way to think of like, you know, taking a stance on certain things is not really what you want to do. It's more so you want to make it clear that like you are a safe place for people to be themselves and you want to uphold kindness. And I think you're better off celebrating people rather than making your stance heard through like a call out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're better off saying like, I love these people. I want everybody to be happy and feel comfortable. You're better off saying that than being like, this person is bad because I don't agree with them, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I had my toxic internet experience when I was younger. That's when I was a lot more combative. When I would be on fanfiction.net and I'd get into fights with people. Also, you have a good time, Elisa.
Thank you so much.
By the way, very
You're
cute
so
design.
Sweet. Thank you. I will be sure to check you out after stream. I really appreciate the raid.
Bear, I need your opinion. RoboCop 2 is a good movie, please.
And I also like. I'm gonna use your funny comment, Donna Bro, to like springboard into something a little more interesting because the more I've grown as a streamer, and the more experience I've gained, not just as like a VTuber, but also as like a game dev and a like a professional artist as well. Like I remember when I started out, I was like, I want to talk about the industry. I want to help people understand the perspective of like game devs and artists. Like, even though I'm not super experienced, I feel like my opinion is like good to talk about. But the more that I've done this, the more I realize that like people, like, there's already enough misinformation out there, and I don't want to be another voice adding to it. And maybe the reason why most people in the industry don't give their opinions is because people will misconstrue it anyway. So I have a lot of people coming to me and they're like, how do you feel about XYZ game industry thing happening? And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you because I don't know the internals of said company. And I don't want to speak for the people who work at that company. All I want is for people to be nice to each other and enjoy video games. And maybe be a little bit more understanding when it comes to like game design. And like, I hate when people say like, the game devs are so lazy and this is so bad because they were lazy and they don't know what they're doing. Like, no, they just don't have unilateral control over a product that's being worked on by 500 plus people, you know? So I don't want to add fuel to that fire because I have some credibility. I know when to shut my mouth.
You have so much integrity. I love you. This is what I was talking about.
Yeah. Because I don't want to be the reason somebody like has a bad day. Like, I don't want to add to that. Like, people get harassed enough, you know? Like, I don't need to add to that conversation. And I don't want to speak for my peers, you know? So I've kind of eased off a little bit, which is hard because people, like, unfortunately value my opinion sometimes. So I'm like, you know, just be nice and be generous and hopefully, like, just don't blame the fucking shareholders, guys. That's usually the problem. Like,
blame the shareholders. Let's go.
Yeah, it's really
blame
hard
MasterCard and Visa.
It's really hard to like, because when you have a little bit of experience and you say, "Oh, I've worked in the industry," people think that you're like God and also Jesus and you know everything. And I'm not that, you know. So it's hard to strike that balance. So I've kind of eased off a bit on that because I don't want to be the reason somebody gets harassed. So,
yeah. Okay. As someone who studied game devs, unironically shareholder 90% of the time.
Yeah.
It's always the money.
I mean, obviously there are always people who are incompetent at their jobs, but like if we're talking about AAA, it's like people get pissed off at one guy for a decision that was made by like 15 people in a conference room. Like, it's not their fault 99% of the time. So anyway, soapbox, but I feel like sometimes
interesting.
Yeah, it's rough because the more industry speak I see from streamers, the more I want to tell them to shut up. That's really usually how it goes.
Yeah, particularly because we are in a space where people play games for a living.
Yes, absolutely.
Every year we're doing like the Game Awards and trailers and all that other stuff. So people are talking about it, and there are people who don't work in the industry. We just play the product.
They're so negative about it too. Like, guys, we're supposed to have a fun time. Not everything is for you. You know? Like, I don't know. Video games are awesome. And I think if you want to be a streamer, maybe you should be nice to developers so you get more opportunities.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, just say it, guys. You know, if you're nice and you are constructive, if you have criticism, you will probably have more opportunities. Just saying.
Oh my goodness. Why should I get angry at farming games? I still sleep as sometimes like, farming game. But like at the end of the day, they've made something, so like it's fine.
Yeah. Well, obviously there are people who
play
are
the farming game.
bad at their job, and there are games that are 100% cash grabs. But like, if somebody's enjoying it and I don't like it, I can just say that they don't like it, and I can be okay with people who do. It's okay.
Yeah. That's very true. Like at the end of the day, if it's like they enjoy it, I don't. Okay, I'm glad somebody did. You know.
Yeah, there's some games that I think really are not good, and people love them, but that's fine. If it meant something to you, that's okay, and that makes me happy. You know.
Yeah.
But I will flame my World of Warcraft teammates that ate my keys. That is something I will not give up. So.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
I will flame my deadlock teammates. I don't care.
I apparently have to get into Deadlock. Many of my friends playing it.
Oh my god, Vivi, we have to play. It's so fun. I think you'd really like it. Because I don't like MOBAs and I like it.
So I haven't actually seen the gameplay. I'm gonna have to see what it's like because I was like, is it like Overwatch? And then Hanya was like, no, it's nothing like Overwatch. I'm like, no, well, I like Overwatch. So like, if you told me it was, I'd probably feel a bit more comfortable. And it's like, but it's not. And I'm like, oh, well, damn.
No Marathon slander in my chat. Marathon is a really good game. I really enjoy Marathon. So Deadlock is like Dota if you had to aim like it was Overwatch.
Okay.
So that means you get the psychotic balance of Dota.
Okay.
But there's a lot of really cool guys to play and a lot of really cool pretty ladies and little dudes to play, like Rem.
I have been shown there was some robot-y kind of guy, and I was like,
Dynamo?
okay, I could I
love
could be into
him. He's
this.
so fun. Yeah, it's like it's so good, but also it has like the toxicity potential of Overwatch and League of Legends mixed together because the games are 40 minutes long. And it's really complicated. Well, not 40. They can get to 40 minutes long, and it's a very complicated game. But the highs are so high that it's so worth it. But also, my teammates are apes, and I hate them. So it's like, I have so much fun, but I hate my teammates. I hate them so much. Like,
oh my goodness. I just haven't played any like multiplayer games like that before. Or like really gotten into them while streaming. Like the last multiplayer game that like I really got into was Overwatch, and that was before streaming. So I would find it interesting if I actually did find one that I enjoyed and wanted to play.
I mean, it's free. I
do have it. I don't have it installed.
I could make a 6-stack if you want to learn. I can help teach you to play. I'm totally not trying to peer pressure you right now, but it's really fun.
Okay, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. It's okay.
There's also
maybe I'll let you know.
Hold on, I need to show you the little guy. This might work. Where's Rem? Look at my son. He is the cutest little guy. I'm gonna DM it to you.
Okay.
He puts you to.
Oh, I've seen.
He's
Rem.
so
They are cute.
He's a little dude. He's my son. He makes me feel maternal.
Helpful, tiny, cute.
Yeah, he puts people to sleep, and he heals people.
Okay.
He like jumps on people's backs, like, and you're like a labubu, and you heal them.
Aww.
Yeah. Deadlock has controller support, but you will throw all of your games if you play on controller.
I am a controller player.
Deadlock is not a game you can play on controller. Yeah.
I can't really do keyboard. I'm not very good at keyboard because like the WASD, I've never been able to move very comfortably.
Oh, really?
No, it's just never worked for me personally. Like, and my hands cramp up.
I'm sure they will add gyro at some point, but it is in closed. It's technically an alpha still. So I will, if you are interested, I will give you some lore about this game because I was in it before it went public, actually. So it was a closed alpha test to mainly esports players for about 2 years before the game came out. It was like you literally couldn't tell anybody about it. It was kind of an open secret towards the end of 2024. But some games journalists just decided to publish an entire article on it. And Valve basically had to make it public-ish. Like they had to kind of like soft announce it, basically. the game is still very much a work in progress. So they don't have all of the features that they want yet. For example, gyro, right? Like accessibility features are usually things that you add later on in the dev pipeline. Like a lot of the character models aren't finished. The environment's not done. The map's still being made. A lot of the abilities are still being worked on. Like it's very much a work in progress sort of thing. So and a lot of people don't really understand that. Like it is not even in beta. It's in alpha still. So
yeah,
it's very subject to change. But holy shit, it's so good. It's so fun.
Well, that's heartening that it's doing so well before it's even like out.
Yeah, and the character designs are amazing. The art style's amazing. Every character is really fun to play besides like 2, maybe.
They might fix them.
Well, it's been closed alpha this whole time. It's not even public. Technically, you still need an invite, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I
think you do.
Very much work in progress. So like any opinions on it can be, you got to like keep trying it with all of the updates and stuff. So, but yeah, they were basically forced to go public with it because of that article, unfortunately.
Damn. I wonder what happened to that journalist there.
I don't know. It's just like, it was very unprofessional. That's my thoughts on that.
Very. Like, that is fascinating to me.
Considering Valve made TF2 CS and Left 4 Dead, I assume they know what they're doing for team-based games. Yes, and the Risk of Rain 2 guys are also working on that game as well because Valve hired them recently. So it's being speculated that there's going to be a PvE mode as well. Okay. Yeah. It'll be super cool. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's free. So if you want to play sometime, I will help you get a 6 stack. So
I'll keep you in mind.
If you don't, because I know that like playing a multiplayer game is really scary with randoms.
Yeah, it can be.
If you have to learn. So
because that's how I had to play Overwatch back in the day.
Yeah.
Which was hit or miss. Like some days it was good, some days it was really not good.
Yeah, I was also in the trenches, so I understand. That game is full of creatures, to say the least. Shit, they might get me. Go look at the character designs. There's some of the best in the industry.
They are very nice designs. They are.
I could talk
because I had Yozo went through them all and showed me, and I was like, these are some good looking characters.
Yeah, I could talk a long time about their design philosophy because they're all very much like narrative driven. Like Vendor, the priest guy, he has like his like parry animation. He makes a cross with his hands, and like the way his weapons like rest on his back, it's a cross. He has armored, I don't know what the pastor neck thing, I don't know what that's called.
I don't know.
Yeah. They're designed in a way, it's armor, but it looks like those robes.
Yeah.
And it's really awesome. Yeah, it's really awesome. And I love it. And really awesome.
It's interesting hearing it from somebody who knows like design stuff, because like I just look at it and I'm like, ooh, I like this, but I can't say like I can't explain why I like it. So it's sometimes it is nice to be like, and here is why you like it actually.
Yeah, I mean, Valve spends the big bucks for a reason, you know? Like I met there's an artist who I really look up to. Her name is Claire Hummel. She she made some of the original Neopets art when she was in high school. That was her. She then went on to make Elizabeth from Bioshock. Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite? Is that her name? Yeah, she was in charge of that character. She's like a super prodigy concept artist. Like she used to work at Valve. She worked on Half-Life Alyx. Like those are the kind of artists that are working on Deadlock. She's not there anymore, but she's a great example. Her work is just so incredible. Like she does so much research. I love research-based design, like narrative and like world building. And Deadlock is full of that. Like the setting is 1940s New York City, and they're trying to summon a god.
Okay.
So it's all like witchy and like magical, but then there's also like a doorman at a hotel that is literally like full of demons.
demon.
Like he's a demon. Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, so
Okay.
lots of cool stuff. I love design like that.
That is really neat.
It is my
I
personal
didn't know what
taste.
the setting was. I think the first thing I really saw of Deadlock was the doorman because people were like getting real thirsty. And
He's
I'm
so
like,
Tumblr
"Aw."
sexy man coded.
He is. I'm glad that just continues on as the years go by. There's always new ones.
He looks like Germa from
He does. He does look like Gemma.
Germa from Twitch, Germa from streaming, or the Scout from
Okay, just
TF2.
saying, I love these how you're drawing the sunglasses. They're great.
Thank you. I'm trying to make them like actually in perspective. When in doubt, copy paste.
When in doubt, copy paste.
Yeah. We can't resist a Tumblr sexy man. Do you have a favorite Tumblr sexy man? Were you present?
I've currently got one.
Oh.
Which is
right. Oh my
Yeah.
god. How could I forget? Vivi, I forgot there was a Vox cosplayer at PAX East. I went to go ask him for a photo and they disappeared. And I was like, no, I have to get a photo with the Vox cosplayer, but I couldn't find them again.
done. But no, like I've got a lot of just like Vox stuff at the moment, and there's like a whole bunch of VTubers who are into Vox as well. It's really funny. I think I saw Mooney. I almost rated in yesterday, and she had like Vox on screen, and I'm like, it's not just me. There's other people. It's kind of nice. Like, it's weird being in my 30s and like, oh, I actually have money to like throw at my like
Yes.
cartoon hyperfixations now, which I couldn't do when I was younger. But it is really nice being able to actually like buy the merch and get excited and get like signed art and stuff like that. Like it is a very different experience to how it was as a teenager, liking a character and not being able to do anything about it except hope that fan fiction writers would like update their fics. That's it.
Yeah, I've never. It has been Hotel, right? That Vox is in.
Yes.
How did what exactly made you drawn to Vox specifically?
So I watched the pilot of Has Been when it was on YouTube, which is much different style. It's a lot more cartoony and zany, like very Vivsy Pop. The polished, finished season 1 dropped on Amazon, a year, 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. I think it was 2024. And the very start of 2024, I think. And I remember I watched that and I liked it originally because I liked the music, because it's got a lot of very Broadway kind of sounding songs. There are a couple of songs that aren't very Broadway. They try and go different styles, but I'm a bit of a theater enjoyer. My dad was in like Gilbert and Sullivan operas and we would go to plays and things. So I like opera kind of stuff and I like theater, even though it is prohibitively expensive and I have not gone to many shows at all. So I liked season 1. Vox was not really very prevalent in season 1. I think he's only in like 2 episodes in the first season. He has one song and it's with the more famous Tumblr sexy man, which is Alistair, the red one.
The pointy guy.
The pointy guy, yeah. So it's kind of for the best that I didn't get super into him then, because then I would have had 2 years to fucking wait with only one song, and that's it. Like he had like nothing. Like there was nothing else to really hyperfixate on. Season 2 was his season. Like he's the bad guy. It is his like villain arc season, and he's voiced by Christian Ball, who he's quite powerful voice, can do patter songs, has a lot of range, is just generally they managed to get some really crazy singers. So the songs are just very good. As such, he got a lot of screen time, and I don't know how to explain it exactly, but I could feel it happening. Where I'm like, oh, am I
I get it.
I'm gonna get a crush on this. What a loser! Like, oh god, this pathetic villain guy who craves attention.
No,
and
I understand.
When his ratings dip, his face goes like, huh? Like he gets all like, oh no, and I'm like, oh no, I'm falling for the fucking TV headed man. Oh god. And then it all just kind of hit. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I am. Okay, let's buy all the merch. Let's go for it. Let's fucking whatever. And so that's it. Yeah, the arrogant, pathetic man.
I love it.
I
mean, my Tumblr sexy man of choice is Reagan from Mob Psycho, so I
you
get
also
it.
like pathetic.
I get it. I understand. But it's so funny though, because I feel like you got obsessed with Vox like right around the time I was like obsessed, still am, with Beatrice from Umineko.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm 16. What is happening?
Yeah, and you get so excited and you throw
much.
yourself into, like, you get excited seeing the art and seeing the merch and seeing the people talking about it and their theories and listening to the music.
My wife. I love her.
So, you know, we'll talk about Umineko for a bit, just because I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Beatrice!
Beatrice!
I got into Umineko towards the end of high school when it was being translated on forums. So there were patches, but like they were like, you have to buy the CD, you have to buy it, you got to buy it legally. We are not uploading the thing for people to have because like they wanted to support it, right?
Yeah.
So I depended on people talking about it in forums or uploading screenshots, and that took forever because it's Umineko. So like somebody uploading every single fuck.
I read so fast. It took me 100 hours.
Yeah, it would take a very long time. Very long time. I've read the very first episode and like the Witch's Tea Party and everything that was on the first episode, but I only got like a little bit into the second one to read it myself. So I know the entire series because I've followed through. I followed through with like the forums and I just kept up to date that way. But reading it myself, experiencing it myself, I've still yet to actually do that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I do know everything because back in the day that I didn't know if visual novels were ever going to be available.
Yeah,
readily.
That's
or
so
that
valid.
Things would get translated. So I took what I could get. That's the same way I originally experienced Danganronpa. I originally experienced Danganronpa through forum translations because we didn't know if it was ever going to fucking happen.
Kids these days don't understand how good they have it.
Yep, they don't fucking know. So I had my Umineko like intense phase back then. I actually I wrote down in my list of like possible baby names Battler, even though Battler fucking hates his name. I was like, Battler, let's go. Have a son named Battler. I'll love him. Yay.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Umineko is fucking fantastic, and it's one of those things where I feel like it can just kind of be like life-changing. There are, of course, people who could be kind of annoying with it, but like you just ignore them.
I'm annoying about it. I don't even. It's so I do accept though. Not everybody has the balls of steel for an 100-hour VN. I was forged in the fire of Homestuck. I will sit through bullshit. Like but the thing is, it's so good because it's that long. Like,
and there's so much to it.
There's so much to it. The character writing is so good, and it needs all of that time for it to be that good.
Yeah.
It is just like, I don't know. I think I have never cried so hard at a piece of media than I have Umineko. Like, my eyes like hurt when I finished it.
So are you gonna read Higurashi as well, or you're not interested?
I read that first, actually.
Oh, you did read it first?
Yeah,
okay,
I read
so
Higurashi.
You went in the right order.
I read Higurashi in 2020.
Yeah.
I love Higurashi. It's
beautiful.
It also changed my life. Like, Higurashi is incredible. Yeah. That was my very first VN I ever read, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. I read all of it after me and my stupid ass boyfriend took a break because he didn't want to be safe during COVID. And he was like, I think we have to break up. And I was like, you're stupid. So I read Higurashi to cope.
Mm-hmm.
Shion is my favorite character from Higurashi. I relate to her a lot. So I read Higurashi first, and I think to get the full experience of Umineko, you have to read Higurashi. I'm sorry to say it. You really do. I'm sorry, you have to read it.
Yeah, and you do have to read all of Higurashi that was out at the time. There has been more Higurashi since then.
Don't watch Go and Sotsu. Don't. Chat, don't. Save yourself. Don't. No, it's really bad. And it's also bad in the context of Umineko as well. So.
Yeah. So, Higurashi, love it. Like, Higurashi was... I originally watched the anime, which was not how you're meant to take that in. But the Umineko anime is worse than the Higurashi anime.
I feel like I have matured, and I have come to accept that any Ryukishi media will be a terrible anime. There's just too much internal monologue. It's not possible to adapt it properly. You just it just doesn't work.
And if you fuck up and like if the animators fuck up and put a character where they're not meant to be, it just fucks up the whole thing. Like it's like, oh, you can't have this character in this scene. There's implications.
Yeah,
like,
there's
they think they're like, oh, it's fine. I'll just put this one character in the corner of this room. What's the matter? No, they weren't there for a reason, dude. No.
Yeah, like if you're not familiar with Yukishi's writing, like especially for When They Cry, the best way to describe it, it's like a game board. If any character is out of place, there are implications to said like piece being out of place, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So Umineko is too dense to be adapted properly, as well. Yeah. And there's too much, I hate to say this, there's too much thinking for the average the average anime watcher.
Yeah, there really is. Like, there is.
Like, I had to sit and really think about what was going on for Umineko. It's really dense. And there's a lot of, there's a whole conversation on Twitter right now talking about, like, Ryukishi repeats himself so much. I hate that. No, he repeats himself, and you bitches still don't understand Umineko. He has to repeat himself.
Yeah. Like he has to repeat himself. Oh, my goodness. And that's part of his writing style as well, which is like, are you getting it? And it's also like kind of poetic repetition as well. And some people just don't see that. They're just like, why isn't I want the crazy stuff? Why isn't the cute anime girls killing right now on the screen? Yeah. And it's like, listen, that's part of it, but there's more to it than that.
Also, the most like tragic stuff in Umineko is implied.
Yes.
And it's like fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it's so implied, and
I love that we can't say anything because it would just ruin it for people.
Up.
It is, but it's beautiful. It's fucked up, but it's beautiful.
You know, it's really funny because I try to like tell people, they're like, what's the mystery? And I'm like, so have you heard of Epstein Island? Like, that's...
Oh, that's not how I would have done that, but okay. Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little unfortunately apt, but like, obviously there's a lot more tact involved. But that's like
there's a lot more tact involved.
Yes, there's a lot more tact involved, but there's
rich people, there's fucked up things. Yes. There's an island that it's isolated from stuff going on. There's a lot going on. There's exploring a lot of different like issues and themes. You are not technically wrong, which is the
and
worst
I don't
thing
say
about
that
sentence.
to like joke as well. Like it really is, unfortunately, like if you do not do well with that sort of subject matter, do not read Umineko.
Yeah, oh, absolutely not. No. Like if you are uncomfortable with any of that, like it is one of the most, it's very mature. It is incredibly mature. Like it has all the topics. If there is a topic that makes you uncomfortable, then you're probably not going to be able to get through, because Umineko is going to make you uncomfortable. That is kind of the point.
Yes.
Like
nobody is a good person.
Yeah. And everything
it's hard.
happens.
It's also hard because you can't tell people that because it's spoilers.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
Umineko is incredible.
It's like
It's
fucked up,
but it's beautiful.
but it's in like
But
a tactful.
beautiful.
It's beautiful, but in like a tactful way. Like all of the content is treated with respect. That's the
Yes,
thing.
absolutely.
Like it's very
Absolutely.
respectful. And it's very hard to like give people a content warning about Umineko because it's so implied and so far into the story.
Yep.
So,
and yeah, it is hard to tell people that, particularly if they are going to not be able to handle the subject matter, or if there are some people that I love him to death, but I also know that they wouldn't handle it respectfully, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like they'd bounce off of it, at which point I'm like, don't waste your time.
Yeah, it's
like,
yeah, and a lot of it is very much like they're covering topics that are so serious.
Yes.
But they're doing so in a way that like also humanizes the characters doing these awful things.
Yes. And it's crazy seeing that perspective as well, because it really makes you like look at that subject matter fully, if that makes sense, you know?
Like they're not even like he's not even condoning anything one way or another.
Yeah.
Like when you figure out like what the motive is, you're like, yeah, I get it. Like
yeah.
like I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Like I know that there are VTubers who have read like Higurashi and Umineko on stream. It just takes a really long time, particularly if you are doing all the reading.
Well, in Umineko, I had to pause. I had to pause and think about what was happening when I was reading it. And that's not really something I could do when I'm streaming, I think.
Yeah.
At least. How many VNs are there? 8 each.
8 for Umineko. However, there are extended ones talking about the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4 versions.
Those aren't translated, I think.
No, they aren't translated yet, no. There are extra chapters, there are extra characters. I don't know the implications of those exactly. Like, a lot of them, I'm mildly interested, but I haven't been able to, like, look into them fully. I think it's Manga Gamer that is the one that like is in charge of like localization of
there's a separate translation that is considered to be better, at least for Umineko. I believe it's called the Witch Hunt translation. I didn't read it. I didn't read it with that translation though, because the thing about Umineko is, so part of the battle like combat system in Umineko is there are red truths, and red truths are completely factually true statements. That are said in text. But characters withhold information by wording things in a certain way. And if you're translating complex Japanese, some of the things are going to get lost. Depending on, you know, who's localizing, who's not, how they're interpreting the story based on what they know about culture and the time period and all that. So I would recommend the Witch Hunt translation because I read the Manga Gamer one and it felt clunky to me, personally.
Okay.
I did like the Manga Gamer translation for Higurashi, though. But that is a much less complicated textually...
Higurashi has a mystery as well, but it doesn't have the same function as the red truths and the blue truths and stuff, like you said, which do rely heavily on exact wording.
Yes.
And the implications. I am really happy that Yukishi 7 stuff is becoming more available.
I'm reading Syconia right now, actually. I just started it.
Yeah, Syconia. Oh, God. So Syconia only has phase 1 that's out. People have been waiting for phase 2, and I don't know if there's any information on when that is happening.
From what I understand, it's paused indefinitely because Ryukishi like accidentally predicted a very horrible world event.
Yeah.
So I can understand why maybe he wanted to ease off the gas a little bit.
He has had a bit of a rough time, I'm gonna say. Like, there's that, and there's also, I know that towards the end of Umineko, his close friend died, and that completely affected like the tone of the story as well while he was writing it. because it was his, like, I remember reading this on like forums ages ago, and it was the person that he would like run things by.
That's so
And
sad.
that some people say there is if you can sense any sort of sadder, mournful like tone
Which
shift
is
in
so
episode 7 and 8.
insane because it's so like perfect for that point of the story too.
Yeah.
I read that after I had gone through some really horrible loss as well. So it was like very comforting in a way to read.
I'm trying to think what else. So there's Siconia.
Rose Guns Days is getting translated.
Rose Guns Days, yes, that's the one. I'm really excited to see that because I remember when that got announced, I was like, fuck, I want to be able to read this. And nobody was translating it. And I had no idea. So I don't know much about Rose Guns Days, but that is coming out soon. And I am excited to give that a look. I also read the Harem Battle manga that he wrote, which was, I think, only 2 volumes. Which was all right. Like, I think it ends fine. It's nowhere near as good as like Higurashi Umineko, but it is still a good time, I think.
Chad has to watch me struggle with his hand for the next like 30 minutes. Sorry, guys.
But I will say the one that like I think it's good, but it's incredibly hard sell to people, and I kind of don't try and sell it to people. Is Higginbana. I never
it's on my list. It's on my list. I'm so Ryukishi pilled. I don't even care anymore. I will eat up anything this guy writes. I don't care.
I think you'll be fine. It just has some very. You survived Umineko. You will survive. You will be fine.
Yes.
But like there's some very intense material that is very upsetting to people. And when it hit Tumblr back in the day, people were like, what the fuck? Oh my God. And it's sort of like, listen, you really cannot go into this with your black and white.
You can't do that with any Ryukishi story. Like, no. I found myself sympathizing with fucking murderers when I was reading Umineko. Like, it was like the craziest, like, obviously I don't condone killing people, but like,
yeah, of course you don't.
Like, when you read that story, you go, I understand why you turned out this way.
Yeah.
Like, I understand.
He does an amazing job writing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was sitting there like, you know, if I went through that, I probably would consider murdering those people too. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely. But yeah, like also, I think that yeah.
Oh, somebody said like this sounds hard to get into, but it's really not. You just have to put the time. Like if you like to read, it'll be fine. And it's also if you get the PS3 mod, people online are purists and they're like, I hate the mod. The voice acting is so good. It's worth it for the voice acting.
The voice acting is fantastic.
Daisuke Ono is Badler.
Oh, yeah. Daisuke Ono is so good.
And Beatrice's voice actress is just incredible. I
think they only have like legends doing it. Like they only have fantastic voice actors.
I don't even want to know how much goddamn money they spent on that VN.
So the reason why, just so you know, the reason why we don't have the voice acting available is because that costs so much money to license that and release it again. That's why Steam doesn't have it. That's why you've got to mod it. Like, because I hang out with Jazz and I talk to them about it. And one of the reasons why Otome games are so hard to get is because the voice acting in them is one of the main appeals, but it costs so much money to get the voice acting tracks. Like,
I actually didn't know that.
Without. Yeah. It's cheaper to get it without, but then who's going to want it? Because what they want is the voice acting. They're like, why are you not doing this without the voice acting? But yeah, that is why certain VNs are released the way they are as well, because they're like, okay, we will sell you the rights and the licensing to the text and the images and all that, which is already a fuck ton of money. But then you've got to license there's the main cast and then there's the outside cast as well. I think, what was it, Magikoi has like a star-studded cast, and they were only able to afford, I think, the main cast. They couldn't actually get the voiced minor characters or the side characters. And people are like, why aren't the side characters voiced? This is so bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Why would you half this? It's like, because it literally would have raised the price to like 7 figures or more.
Yeah, and Ubi Neko is 100 hours of voice acting. And I was skipping through it, like over 100. I think at this, like without me skipping through, it's probably 200 hours of voice acting.
Yep.
From
it's crazy.
Some of the largest names in anime, because you have Daisuke Ono as Battler. Beatrice's voice actor is Ezra Scarlett from Fairy Tail. Kinzo is somebody who's also very famous.
Kinzo is, I'm trying to remember. Let me find him. Kinzo Ushiromiya, voice actor.
I hate that guy. I hate that man.
I hate him, but God, I love his scenes. God. Yeah. I'd always get excited when he showed up because you knew it was going to be like a whole thing. Okay, so he's voiced by Mugihito. And that's his stage name. He's Kaseki and Dr. Stern. He's doing great.
And I think Jessica is also an Ava as well. Ava is quite famous, I believe. I think she's Takano's voice actress. I think they share her voice actress. Ava is my second favorite character. I love her so much.
So my favorite characters growing up, so in high school, my favorite characters were Berncastle and Erika.
I mean, they're just, I get it. Erika is my little rat. My little rat creature.
I will still have like an Erika PFP on very old accounts that I don't use anymore, that are like long abandoned. And similarly, like I had like a friend and she would have an Erika PFP and I'd have a Berncastle PFP, and that we would like be matchy. I also love Battler. Battler is, it's so hard not to come away from it being like, I love Battler.
He's like Keiichi if he was even more of a Giga Chad.
Yeah.
You know?
So much so. Absolutely. God. But there's also so many characters that I love that I don't want to bring up because it kind of spoils, you know?
Yeah.
Like
my top, I mean, I think my top 4 aren't really spoilers. My top 4 in order is Beatrice, Ange. Actually, I think maybe Ava is above Ange. So it's Beatrice, Ava, Ange. And then Dillanor and Battler are tied for 4th.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. God, sometimes I will just watch that scene with Dillanor and Battler. I'll just watch it and be like, yes!
I love her. She's so cool.
But yeah, it is just like a lot of time. Like it just takes a lot of time to read these, but I do highly recommend them. Like they are fantastic. And I would say even it can be like life-changing. It can sort of open your heart up to more, I think.
It helps you
handle it.
I don't want to say it makes you empathetic because that's not true, but it kind of like drives home the value of like,
turn the chessboard around.
Yes, it drives home the value of like that saying where it's like, put yourself in other people's shoes. Like that's really what the story is about, I would say. And also like creating your own. Okay, there's a lot of themes about like truth and identity. And it really drives home the idea that truth is not like absolute.
Yeah.
Like what is true to you might not be true to somebody else, for example.
Yeah.
And I think that's a very interesting theme. It's quite, yeah, it's quite, especially in the age of social media. It's
so much so.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite poignant.
It's set in the 80s, I believe. Umineko set in the 80s. Is Higurashi set in the 70s?
No, Higurashi is also set in the 80s. Yeah, it's right after. It's during the bubble economy. Both of the stories are set in the bubble economy.
Yeah, but yeah, I do really like Ryukishi 7. It was interesting when Silent Hill F came out and seeing people be so, because there were people who just hated the game because you know they hate women.
Yeah, if you hate women, you won't like any Ryukishi work.
Yeah, Ryukishi 7 is a feminist, okay? There is no way around this.
This man, I found myself like absolutely shocked at the empathy that he wrote middle-aged women with.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's fantastic.
I was like, Ryukishi, are you a woman?
Yeah, like he has, so there's actually, I can't get super into it here. There is actually there was a slight, what do I call it? Some people who were like, oh, the G7, there was another game, that got into some drama because he talks about like gender issues in it, and he talks about like dysmorphia and things. And it's a PlayStation 3 game, and the art was by the person who did Clannad.
They also talk about that in Umi Neko.
They do. But the thing is, like, this person has like a conversation. So I forget what it's called, but it's by the key artist, and G7 did the thing. The character has a conversation with God, and in it, God is very like kind of cruel and blunt and not very nice about it, and basically like dooming them to always feel this way, to always have this like dysmorphia. And people took that as G7 being like transphobic. They were like, how dare he made God say these things. And it's like, it's a character in a visual novel, and the character is struggling with stuff and having a conversation with what could be God or what could be an inner voice. We don't know.
Yeah,
like,
so
it's a whole thing.
It's also very Ryukishi, like, and obviously I don't want to be like, say whatever these people are feeling about this is not valid, but if you know Ryukishi's other works, he also uses the unreliable narrator. Like, bro spams it.
Yeah.
Like, he spams the unreliable narrator.
Yes, he does.
And
that is a big part of G7.
Yeah, so the way that like he writes these like huge scenes are based on like how the character themselves like actually understands them in their own head, not like from an an external point of view.
Yeah. So it was like it was a little bit sad to see that some people, because it was sort of like somebody being like, oh my God, he wrote a character that rationalized murder, therefore he loves murder. It's like, no. Like that is absolutely not. That is not what he is not like, you I don't want to like spoil stuff, but like, no, G7 is incredibly empathetic and understanding.
He also worked like, as a government worker in child services for a bit, I believe.
Yes.
So that also informs a lot of his writing choices as well.
I love that this turned to a G7, fully trained social worker. So yeah, I would be interested in reading as much of his works as I can in my lifetime. And I do highly recommend it. I think that's the only thing I've seen somebody try and be like, oh, I don't like G7 because of that and Higginbana. People didn't like Higginbana. But if you actually read Higginbana,
I'm gonna read it. So I will let you know what I think.
Please do. Please do. And it's the stuff that, actually, no, it would be the whole thing. There's stuff at the beginning, like fairly in like the first episode or the first chapter, that I think you're going to be like, I can see. But there's also stuff way later.
It's okay. I don't believe in critiquing something until you finish the whole thing.
Good job.
So I call it, I've coined it ethical hating.
You gotta finish the whole thing. That's why I'm a completionist.
Yeah.
Because people will tell you, like, you can't hate it, you didn't see the whole thing. And sometimes you change your mind. Sometimes you're like, you know what, you're right. It actually is, like, it is good. Like, you actually do have to get through the whole thing. And then other times you get through the whole thing, you're like, and I am informed in hating this.
Yes.
This was dog shit the whole way through.
Exactly. Also, if you guys like Monogatari or Nisio Ishin, you will like Ryukishi's work as well.
Yep.
Very similar themes, very similar amounts of empathy. And I think both of those writers want to be punched by women.
Oh my God.
They just love strong women. I don't know. Like, it's a little like, they say being a freak makes you a better artist, and I think it shows through a bit with those two. For sure.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here thinking now, it's like, you know what? Like, I think I do, depending on how, so like, I have an opinion that no, my dad has an opinion that I've always sort of like, about, which is he's like, only men can write men and men can't write women and women can't write men and they can only write women. And I'm like, oh my God. And he would point to examples that there are people who can't.
Yes.
I believe Rukishi 7 can.
Yes.
I believe that Rukishi 7 absolutely can. I believe that he really can write women, and he can write middle-aged women. He can write younger women.
That was the thing that really like made me like, I was like, all right, you are like the best writer I've ever, like, I just can't even like describe how much I love his work. When I got to the arc with Ava.
Yeah.
Ava is so imperfect, but I relate to her so much in a lot of different ways. And I just like, every time that there was character writing, exploring like deeper parts of Ava's character, I was like, fuck, man, like this is so empathetic and so.
Have you watched
like,
the motion graphics? Did I already send those to you?
I don't think so.
Holy shit. All right. I need to send you a playlist and you can watch that later. You can't show them on stream because obviously spoiler city.
Yes.
But so there are motion graphics for Higurashi as well. But I had these on my iPod when I was in high school and I loved them. There are 8 of them. There isn't one for the very last one. Because I believe the Dojin Circle that made them was affected by the tsunamis back.
Oh, that's awful.
I can't remember when. It is awful.
2011, I think.
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah, the last one they uploaded was around 15 years ago, and that was for number 7. Okay, so some of these will have lyrics if you want them to have like the lyrics, and some of them will have subs for what's happening on screen. But even if you don't have subs, you will be able to understand this because you have seen it. So I'm just sending you the playlist. The music is so good. So you just play through it. The music is so good. The art is beautiful. I really love how they put all these together. I think my favorite of the motion graphics, I really like number 3, which is, Ava's, which is fantastic. And I also really love number 8 because it just gets you. It just gets in there,
So I don't know if you know about this as well. Speaking of characters, a lot of the like newer Umineko fans, like I'm technically also a newer one. I do wish I got into them earlier, but I don't think my brain was fully developed enough to like appreciate like what this story is. I
don't know how you would have been doing back in 2009, 2010.
Yeah, no. Even as like a high schooler though, like I don't think I would have been able to fully understand the story. People hate George.
Yeah, they do. They hate George. They hate him.
They hate him more than Kinzo.
It's interesting because that doesn't hit right for me, but okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna get flamed by Umineko Twitter if this clip ever makes it onto there, but I low-key think George is a pretty realistic character, and I do not fault him for his actions. I think his age gap in his relationship is a little weird, but it's also the 80s and also Japan.
Yep.
You know what? You know what's a worse age gap? That other character. So redirect your hate elsewhere, please.
So yeah, we cannot get into that. But holy crap, yeah, you're right. You were so right.
I don't really mind George. I think he also I think admits fault as well.
He does.
So there's this character in Umineko. He's one of the main characters. This isn't really a spoiler, but he kind of goes into detail about like he was basically an incel. Like he basically straight up admits like he was an incel.
He does. He straight up admits like he was bitter at women and hated his mother and so much.
And then he like was like, but then I realized I was a bitch for being an incel. That's like basically what he says.
Yeah, he does.
And he's
like, I realized I was being a loser.
And then he like owns up to it and becomes a better person. And people hate him.
I don't think that he's a bad person after his change. Like all of them are flawed. All of the characters are flawed. You cannot walk away from it. Like I don't know.
Except for maybe like, hi Matt.
Maria.
Hi.
Who is a child?
Hi Matt. Welcome. I hope you had a good stream. I'm doing Bewitching Banter with my friend Vivi. If you guys don't know me, I'm one of Matt's VTuber friends. I do a talk show where I draw VTubers and we talk. And Vivi and I are talking about my favorite visual novel, Umineko, my favorite piece of media, to be honest. Umineko. I have a Beatrice standee staring at me right now.
Are you gonna get one of the new ones?
I'm so broke. I'm so broke. I can't spend.
Money. We gotta blow you up, girl. We need you to have more Umineko funds.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend $1,000 on the full box set of the manga because they don't print it in English anymore.
They don't, and it sucks because like it's a good adaptation. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, if you don't like VNs and you aren't willing to do 100 hours, read the manga.
Yep, you'd have a good time. It's actually good. Adaptation is really good.
It's a lot less character writing, but it's still a good adaptation. So if you're not willing to do 100 hours of VN and amazing character writing, you can read the manga, and you'll get the gist of the story.
If you can, listen to the music because the music in the visual novel is really good.
Thank you for the 5 gifted.
Thank you for supporting Bear, who needs to buy more standees.
Speaking of standees, I need to get a Vivi standee.
I have one available on Yantastic, but I do need to get more done at some point.
I need Vivi standee. Then I can take you to Taco Bell.
Oshikatsu. I love doing Oshikatsu. I do that with my Vox standees now. I take them out and I'm like going to the movies and I've got like the Vox with a bucket of popcorn. So it's all very themed and cute.
So read the VNs of the manga, read Higurashi, then Umineko.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do. Because the magic system in Umineko
my visual novels.
Is very complicated. Oh, speaking of visual novels, guys, you should use Vivi's code for Jast if you like VNs, by the way.
Which I believe Umineko is on there, actually.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Let me just double check, because I believe that is DRM free. Yep, it is. You can buy Umineko on Jast.
Guys, go buy Umineko on Jast with Vivi's link.
DRM free, which means that you just fucking own it. Okay?
Paid appearance. So I'm gonna buy it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it again.
I'm gonna buy it again. I've got, what is it? It's got the question and the answer arcs. I don't think it has the fighting game.
That's Vivi's appearance fee for this stream, is me plugging her Jast code.
Thanks, Bear. Then I flip you a coin.
I mean, you're the reason why I have my GamerSups code, so technically.
Gotta get you a Jazz code.
Ooh. I feel like I gotta be less of a LARPer, though, to get a Jast code. I gotta read more VNs. Because I just started my journey with Higurashi, and I haven't really...
Bear, I feel like you are less of a LARPer than me, because I need to read more visual novels. I have... Okay, right now, in my sorted visual novel category, I have 430 visual novels. In my red visual novel category, I have 22.
Oh my god.
Okay, I just really like supporting visual novels. Also, they keep... yeah, my code is just VB. All caps, VB. And a lot of the visual novels that I've finished are quite short.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a whole bunch that like you can finish in like an hour. I think the longest visual novel I've finished recently was Gore Screaming Show, and that took me 24.5 hours. Yay, Chris! 6 months in advance! Wow!
I'm here to support questionable financial
Thank you for
decisions.
the tier 1. I appreciate that. I will give you my list and I'll see if you approve of what I bought recently. Mm-hmm. I bought Saya no Uta, and I'm going to read it patched.
Yep. That should be fairly quick to read, by the way. From what I've heard. Like, nothing's going to be Umineko. But.
Yeah. I bought The House of Fata Morgana.
Okay, yep. That one is apparently legendary.
I also bought Syconia, and then I'm trying to figure out how to read Tsukihime with the proper translation. Okay. And Higanbana as well. Cool. At some point. So that's my to-read list. I'm reading Syconia right now. But apparently part 1 is as long as Umineko. So.
Wow.
I have not been spoiled on it, like, at all. So I'm very interested to see where it goes.
You're gonna have a great time. Just if you can get in there and not be spoiled at all, that's gonna be fantastic for you.
I will say my one main issue with it right now is I feel like the translation is a little bit clunky. The tone is a little bit weird, I feel.
Okay.
But also, I don't really care because I I'll take what I can get. There's no other alternative, so I'm just happy that it's translated, really, to be honest. Like,
Yep. I'm like scrolling through my like uncategorized and okay, I do have more visual novels that I need to put in the visual novel tag. Eh.
your Steam library is insane.
It's big. There's a lot of it. But I'm happy because I've got a nice. Ideally, like I plan on, I'm not planning on dying tomorrow or anytime soon. I would like to read all of these at some point. I think some people are like, "That's crazy. There's no way you're going to be able to." But I can still try. I can do my best.
I think you can.
And
People
I also
read a bunch
just
of
like
books.
supporting. Yeah. I
They're
like
like books,
supporting
right?
visual novels as well.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, I also feel like they're
book
not.
I'm currently reading is so bullshit though.
What are you reading?
Yeah. Oh, I'm reading the hockey erotica book that it's called Icebreaker. And the reason why I got it is because somebody said, oh, there's a scene where a guy puts his hockey stick, like one end up her meow meow, and scores a goal with it while they're like on the ice alone together. And I'm like, that sounds insane. I have to read that because how do you set that up? Like, what? And I've been reading that for like a year.
She's just scared to get to that part.
But like, I've just slowly been reading it. I have not been prioritizing it at all. If I wanted to finish it, I could, but like, I just don't. I just don't sit down and read, and I really should. Honestly, talking to you now really makes me want to get like a Steam Deck so I can read all my visual novels
Oh my
in
god,
bed.
I was just thinking I really want a Steam Deck so I could read VNs in bed.
But I was just gifted a Switch too. I feel like me being like, "Hey guys, I want a Steam Deck would be fucked up."
Tsukihime is on Switch.
Tsukihime! Oh my god. My goodness.
So, I mean, yeah, and their censorship on the eShop is interesting. So, I don't know what they're allowing through.
There's a lot of otome on Switch. Like, that is where the majority of otome visual novels are. And
That's
like
so
originally,
interesting.
yeah, apparently that's like the main place where they buy those, where they want to buy them. They used to be on PSP and then Vita, and then I think kind of transitioned over to Switch. I think I only have one otome on Switch, and it was gifted to me by Yozo, and that's Cupid Parasite, and I've only read literally like 2 minutes of it. It was really late at night, and I was like, actually, nah, I'm not gonna read right now. I don't feel like it. Otherwise, I like to get all of my visual novels from Steam or Jast. Like, if it has achievements, I'll buy it on Steam.
Yeah. I need Discord to add the Umineko icons for my profile so I can shill Umineko in my Discord profile. How are you feeling? Do you want to wrap it up here? Do you want to do one last question? What are we?
One last question. Let's do another question.
Okay.
I'm good.
I got the liner done.
Good job.
Yeah. Got distracted while talking about Umineko, but that's like on brand, so it's fine.
That's on brand.
It's on brand.
Come on, how many people can you have that with?
Wait, I just noticed I had a hype train. What the hell? Thanks, guys. I didn't even notice I had one. There was a question from Soulspark about completion stuff. Okay, from Soulspark. Bear tells me you're a completionist. Which game would you recommend to your friends to try and complete fully, and which one was so grueling that you would never wish on your worst enemy to attempt?
Great questions. Absolutely fantastic. So, I'm going to my 100% folder. Things that were fun to 100%. 100%. I really enjoyed 100%ing Skyrim. Like, if it's a game that you like and you enjoy and you can sink hours and hours and hours into, that is a fun time, okay? Like, you just kind of lose yourself and eventually claw your way to the 100%, and it's a good time. I will definitely recommend that. Ones that I don't recommend. A
Little to the left. Or whatever.
I did not like Little to the Left. Little to the Left did fix its shit, thankfully. Because it had originally had an achievement where they wanted you to play the daily puzzle once a day for a year straight. And if you missed a day, it would reset and you wouldn't get the achievement. It had to be 365 days in a row. Thank fuck they got rid of that achievement. Like,
That's insane.
Somebody told them that's a terrible idea, get rid of it, and they got rid of it. So I'm very grateful for that. A Little to the Left was kind of a huge pain. But I do know some people that have just breezed through it and don't mind. So that may be a personal thing. Okay. So for me, games that actually kind of like took it a little bit out of me. There's that one. There's also the most boring game ever. So that's the one where you just sit and you hit the space bar or the mouse button.
Was that the
over
one
and
where
over
we
again?
had Collins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I did that one legitimately where I did not use an auto clicker. Most people who do it use an auto clicker, or I don't know what they do. But if you exit the game, it resets. You have to do it in one sitting. So I had to leave my computer on for like 4 or 5 days straight.
That's
right?
crazy.
500,000 clicks. Takes a long time. I don't know of many people who would find that worth it. I enjoyed it because I made an event out of it. I had fun with friends. It was worth it for me. But like, I don't think it would really be worth it for like just hanging out, I suppose. I think for a lot of people that would be a pain. And I did also have actually one that I really liked. One that was grueling and it came up because we played it again yesterday. 100%ing Bejeweled 3 was fantastic. Similarly, I had a great time 100%ing the first Honey Pop. I really like 100%ing match 3 games because it is just dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. And when you do finally get there, because it is a bit of a grind. Some of it is actually like a little bit of like, you have to work at it constantly to like get all the way there. But it is worth it, I think. And you feel accomplished at the end of it. It's like, hell yeah, I got really good at this silly match 3 game. Yay. There are games that I'm currently struggling to get through, like Golf with Friends. There are some courses that are just
evil.
But they are doable. Everything seems doable. Like, for the most part, I think that achievements are like, if you throw yourself an achievement enough, you will eventually get it, is my opinion. Unless it is stupid, where it's like, you have to play with the dev who hasn't played in 14 years. Then that kind of sucks.
They have
like,
those?
Yeah, they do. Some of them, they've changed it. So I think Gary's mod or something has changed it. So now if somebody else has that achievement, like somebody got that achievement back in the day and you play with them, you still pop the achievement.
I think
it's now like a little bit of like a virus.
I
in that
saw
way.
somebody like tweet that they played with Gary recently.
Yeah.
Of Gary's mod.
Yeah. So it does still kind of exist. Oh my god, this was at the top of my Twitter feed. Somebody went to the Rockinjima house.
Oh my god, okay, that's like my super nerdy thing that I want to do before I die is I want to go to the Rockinjima house. I think it's a restaurant, actually. And I want to go to the town with the photos from Higurashi, like the background photos. It's like some rural town in Japan. I want to do both of those. I think it's called Shirakawa-go, I think is the name of the town. The Higurashi town. I want to go there.
I'm trying to think if there's any other achievements that are like just not worth it, but like, I don't know. Ultimately, I look at it, I'm like, oh, thank God I made it. You know? So, nothing else is leaping out at me as like, avoid this game. Like, I don't think sometimes
I've ever 100% of a game. Don't do World of Warcraft. That's like almost impossible. Let me look on Steam. Let's see. Have I ever 100% of the game? How do I see this?
If you go to your library, sort by, and you can sort by percentage of achievements complete.
Recent. Am I being silly? Is it on the the filters? No.
So, click library at the very top. Library. Home.
Oh, collections. Wait, no.
All games. Scroll down to all games. and then sort by.
Sort
and
by.
it should be alphabetical.
Okay.
It's changed to percentage of achievements complete.
100%. Okay, the only game I have 100%ed is My Voice Zoo. Second, Uma Musume, 95%.
Oh, I'm guessing you just need the team trials.
Yes, and then the rest in order are Higurashi Miyakashi, the Shion episode, Higurashi Chapter 2, Higurashi Chapter 7, Umineko answer arcs at 91%, Umineko question arcs at 90%. The rest is just Higurashi until you hit Hades. And then it's Project Diva, Elden Ring is at 69%, and then everything else is like whatever. Okay. So on brand, I'd say. Maybe I just gotta go spam team trials so I get 100% Uma Musume.
Yeah.
But you can 100% Umineko, but there's a mini game at the end of the answer arcs that you have to go through and like get all of the like you get little prizes based on how many like games you get correct. And I didn't want to go back and do that like 10 million times because I wanted to finish the story. I was like, I don't really want to do this, but also it'd be cool to have the achievement, but also I don't want to sit here for the next like 3 hours doing this.
Yeah.
But maybe someday I'll do it.
Sometimes they're fun to do as like streams, as like challenge streams. Just be like, fuck it, we're just gonna do this stream.
It would be like uber spoilers though, because it's like right before you get to the single choice you make in that entire game.
Yeah.
So I was like, shall we call it here?
We shall call it here. This was really lovely.
I'm very,
very happy we did this.
Me too. I think this art turned out super cute too. So I'll probably get this to you in the next week or so. I don't normally finish these on stream because I want them to be like pretty good. Like, so I try to make sure the liner is good on stream. I don't want to rush through them. So, I know that you are going on a soft hiatus. Do you want to tell my chat what the plan is so they can catch you whenever you're live?
So, a VV hiatus is different from how other people hiatus because I will still stream. But basically, it means that I am putting less effort into it. I basically go live, and if you want to hang out, we can. I make no attempt to be funny, so if I'm funny, it's purely by chance. Maybe it'll be a good time. I don't know. I literally will just do whatever. What makes this different from how I usually stream? Very little, except it takes a lot of the pressure off of me. So usually when I go live, I'm like, all right, we're going to put our best foot forward and try and be funny and try and, do well and kind of give a care. But in this way, it's more like I go live, but I'm going live. That's it. That's literally the only promise that is happening. I'm going live. I don't know what I'm doing, and that's it. It takes a lot of pressure off me. I enjoy it. The last time I did this, I played Skyrim for like 3 months straight.
I remember that.
It ended up being fantastic. I don't know what the plan is really for me. I just want to do whatever until I feel like giving a care again. So we will see how long. It could be like a week. It could be months. Who knows? But we will see. But basically, I do still stream.
Heck yeah. Hold on. VV. Everybody go follow VV. If you, obviously, a lot of you guys are, from VV's chat, but if you're from my chat and you don't know VV, go check out her stream.
And you're up in the middle of the night.
Yes.
I will say hi.
I have a couple Aussies in my chat, actually. I'm like, why are you awake? Like, what are you doing here? Go to bed.
They're awake during the day. You stream at in the morning, Vaz.
Yeah,
so, it's actually pretty good.
It's better than it used to be, that's for sure. Because I stream at 2 p.m. now. This used to be my stream time at 7 p.m. Pacific, and it was just too late for most. If you guys are just meeting me for the first time, I am Bear the Witch, previously known as It's Bear VT. Bewitching Banter is my talk show I've been doing more often lately because I recently graduated art school and I'm giving this VTubing thing a shot while I look for jobs in the entertainment industry. And if you know anything about that at the moment, it's going to be a minute. So I appreciate you guys.
Supporter.
I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you enjoyed yourself, join the Discord, drop a follow. I'd really, really appreciate it. We have a good time here. I do art streams very often, at least once a week. I actually have another guest lined up that I will be announcing soon. Not for next week, but the week after. Yeah, so join the Discord. Follow my socials. Thank you so much for all the support. I know we weren't really acknowledging follows or subs. I just wanted to make sure Vivi had a good time and I could focus on the art. So thank you so much for all the follows and the subs and all of your chat messages tonight. Here are my socials. Thank you. And would you like to raid out to Sea-Dog VA because he's doing the cyclothon today?
Oh, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah, because I love the cyclothon. If you guys don't know, Sea-Dog VA does a charity cyclothon for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. It's one of my favorite events on Twitch. I've watched it every year. So we're going to go raid out and send some support. So if you want to send a dono, it'd be really appreciated. But obviously just go and support. I think Twitch is doing a special badge if you watch for an hour. So that's really cool. Badges. Yeah, I think they have Mousy on stream right now. So it's good timing, actually. Yeah. Thank you guys for the follows, and I'll post my schedule tomorrow, probably.
Alrighty.
All right. Copy paste this raid message if you are a sub. Copy paste the second one if you are not a sub yet to send bear hugs over to Sea-Dog. Thank you all for coming. Vivi, thank you so much for coming on. I had a lot of fun talking to you. As always, you're the best.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys soon.